Hi again, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Night Football Zone here at the Eagles Field. And Chuck, tonight we've got a state semifinal playoff game between the Eagles of Hilton Head Christian Academy and the Dolphins of Hilton Head Prep.
And it's got a great playoff feel right behind us. As you can see, all the supporters of Prep are lined up, ready to welcome their team onto the field. These teams played 2 weeks ago, and probably the most exciting game we've had in the first half anyway, when Prep got out to an early lead, and at halftime, right before the end of the half, gave up a last-second touchdown in the first half. And then, as you know, Christian Academy came back and ran away with it in the second half. But I know the players from Prep and the coaches have been waiting these last 2 weeks for another opportunity to come back here and play Christian Academy.
Well, they got here by winning their first-round playoff games. Hilton Head Christian Academy took care of their opponent 48-28 last week.
Yeah, Florence Christian.
And then also Hilton Head Prep scored 48 points. They won 48-20 over PD Academy, but it was a costly win.
It was, too. They lost two of their starters who won't be in the lineup tonight. Patrick Brody and also Collins Richardson, their right guard and right tackle, are both out for the season with injuries. They're going to be moving in Danny Maggard, who's played wide receiver and a right offensive tackle. That's how short Hilton Head Prep is for tonight's game.
Well, and also they may be losing. They may be losing Jeremy Hayden. He's a game-time decision, and he leads the team in tackles with 109 tackles and 4 sacks on the year. So it's going to be tough for them defensively to make up some of these losses.
Yeah, Hayden is a great player. He's probably, as you said, he leads the team in tackles. He's also sometimes plays as a defensive lineman when they switch from a 3-man to 4-man line, and he's been able to put a lot of pressure on opposing teams' quarterbacks throughout the year. He's also their backup quarterback, so the guy can do a lot. If he's healthy and can go tonight, he'll mean a lot to this defense for Hilton Head Prep Dolphins.
Okay, I want to make sure everyone knows that tonight's game is sponsored by Hilton Head Volkswagen at New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry. Hilton Head Volkswagen, and they're a special sponsor for tonight's game. So we want to welcome them to our team, and we're getting ready for a kickoff. Everyone is getting pumped up here. Chuck, I feel like I'm going in.
Put me in, Coach. Yeah, no, it has a great playoff feel. Looks like Prep has won the toss. They've elected to receive the kickoff, Dale.
So Hilton Head Christian Academy will be kicking off. And, well, we're going to do it again, I think. Just kind of slow things. I think everyone was ready with the referees on that one.
Well, these are two teams that are very well coached and are well prepared for every football game. Coach Ron Perduzzi who handles the defense for Prep, has his team ready. They had a tough game last week against PD. They beat PD 48-20, but it was costly that, as we mentioned, they lost two of their starters. Also, Hayden and Scott D'Amico are hurting not only from last week's game, but 2 weeks ago, Scott D'Amico left in the first half, and he's a two-way player for Prep.
So we'll see how much they can get out of those two players today. Josh Mousseau, number 24, will be kicking off. And it's away. Good high kick. Comes down and actually goes out of bounds. But I think it was touched first. It was. So Hilton Head Prep will take over. And that ball will be at the 16-yard line. So not very good field position for Prep starting the game here.
Well, I think the key here for Hilton Head Prep Dolphins is going to be how well they can protect their quarterback, number 4, Matt Lehman. Matt Lehman coming into tonight's game has set all sorts of school records. I think you have some of them right there, don't you, Dale?
Yeah, Lehman's he's 217 out of 346, 3,289 yards, 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
That's not bad. 33 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. They come out in their spread formation.
And the shotgun, Lehman, little pitch to the outside, and hitting around the left end there. That's number 35, and that is Kevin Glick.
Yeah, Kevin Glick also plays outside linebacker, and they have him in. He has been also playing as a lineman throughout the year.
Well, he's a backup running back right now. So D'Amico does not start. There's a pass to the outside, and they're going to rule that complete right at the sidelines. And we got an injured player on the play. It's complete to Dimitri Lowry. And Let's see who the injured player is.
Yeah, it looks like one of the players from Christian Academy is down on the field. Well, that gives us a chance to set the offensive line up for the Hilton Head Prep Dolphins.
But before we do that, since there's a timeout on the field, we're going to take a timeout also. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
On WHHI-TV.
New real fruit smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit and strawberry, banana, and wildberry. If you haven't experienced the intense and spectacular burst of real fruit yet, it's time to blend in. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance.
Huh.
Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here for just a second. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
Okay, we are back here at the Eagle Stadium, home with the Hilton Head Christian Academy, and we still have a player down on the sidelines. I can't quite yet figure out just who it is, but so we don't want to speculate in doing so. But Chuck, you're going to go through the offensive line?
Well, before we do that, Dale, I'd like to talk a little bit about the philosophies of both these teams. Since we have the offensive team out there for Hilton Head Prep, and they've averaged 47 points a game this year. You know, one of the things that we've seen happen at the college level, which has become so popular, is something called the spread formation. At Florida, they run a spread option out of it. At Purdue, they have something called a shotgun spread, and at Georgia Tech, they play a triple option spread. Well, no longer at the high school level do you have the old 3 yards in the cloud of duff type of offenses. Now what we're getting are these spread offenses, which allows some faster players to participate and get out on the field and be able to hit some mismatches against the defense. So the whole goal of the spread offense is to make you cover the whole field.
Well, and you see the spread not only at this level, but actually at the collegiate level, and you see it a lot of even the pros now. You see a lot of the spread offense.
You do too. Most recently, what you've seen is at Philadelphia with Michael Vick reincarnated there as a quarterback running out of the spread, where you come to a quarterback runs a triple option out of that position. Dale, looks like this is not a good sign. I think one of the players down the field, the injured player, has a fractured leg, and we have a cart coming on the field to take him off. Not a good start.
Well, that's only the second play of the game. This is an injured player for Hilton Head Christian Academy. What's one of the cornerbacks, I presume, which would, and we don't want to speculate, it's either Tyler Chisholm.
Well, as I was mentioning about the spread offense, the popularity of it, it produces a much more wide open offense, and it forces the defense to come up with a different scheme to play rather than the old 3 yards on the cloud of duffs type of offense that you had to stop. So we're seeing that tonight out of Hilton Head Prep and out of Christian, but more so out of Prep. Last game we played 2 weeks ago, or that we covered that the two teams played together over at Prep, we saw a bubble screen. We saw jailbreak screens where you had the middle receiver come in and they just release everybody. A wide receiver come in the middle and catch a pass. We saw a sweeper play. We saw a reverse. We saw a hook and lateral, all in the first half. Just a tremendous variation of plays that the offensive coordinator has put together for Hilton Head Prep in that game.
Well, they just got the injured person off the field. It didn't look like a player. It looked like maybe someone from the sidelines.
Somebody got hurt very badly.
Okay, so it was at second down now, and about 3 yards to go. And we got a little jump there. That's number 7, Tyshawn Walls, jumping off sides. He's the outside linebacker. He leads the team. He's got 85 tackles and 11 sacks for the Christian Academy Eagles. So he's definitely their strongest defensive player.
Well, has Danny Maggard moved in and become number 79 at right tackle? I wonder. He was number 10 on this, but I see at right tackle it's number 79 going up against Tyshawn Walls.
Oh, now here's the option going the other way. And again, a big gainer. That's number 32, Scott D'Amico.
Well, D'Amico didn't look like he was hurting on that run, did he, Dale?
No, he didn't.
See here, once again, they run a down-on option out of the shotgun. They option off of Tyshawn Walls, leave him unblocked. The quarterback goes straight at him and then pitches the ball to D'Amico. He takes off and rambles all the way down to the 25-yard line.
And now it's number 4, Matt Lehman keeping the ball.
Well, that's one of the things that you'll see when they run the spread offense. They come up over the ball very quickly after first down, running without a huddle. And they're able to get the ball back to the quarterback, who ends up running a design draw up the middle.
Well, the Eagles are back on their heels right now as the Dolphins are inside the 20 and about the 16.
They line up without a huddle again. There it is,
again,
the out-of-line option.
Again, D'Amico. He's got the end zone in sight.
Wow.
Touchdown. Wow, that was well blocked.
Well, look what happens here. Number 7, Tyshawn Walls. He's the rusher. He comes right at the quarterback, and that's what they want, is to invite him upfield. All that aggression play that he played 2 weeks ago, what they're using is against him. Great job by the coaching staff to look at the game films and figure out a way to do it. You just got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff there, and more so to the players for executing perfectly.
Colin White to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 10:46 to go here in the first quarter of play. It's 7-0, despite what it says on the scoreboard there. 7-0 in favor of the Dolphins of Hilton Head Prep. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
Right now, I'm dominating, but Ed's trying to throw me off my game. I know because I have caller ID on PC with Time Warner Cable. Phone rings, number pops up. Phone company doesn't have it. Also, I get home voicemail to email. It's like living in the future. Hopefully not a future dominated by cyborg wolf spiders. But if it is, call this guy.
Caller ID on PC? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital home phone from Time Warner Cable for only $19.95 per month for 12 months.
Welcome back to the Eagle Stadium here. Hilton Head Christian Academy now needs to bounce back, and as we've often said, the best time to score is right after the other team scores, right? I'm learning. Tyshawn Walls is back deep to receive this kick. We'll see if they kick it deep to him.
Well, we'll see. There were some mistakes by Prep in the game 2 weeks ago in their kicking game. We'll see if they've been able to shore up that kicking game. They had a couple of returns go against them that gave Christian Academy very good field position to start their offensive drives.
Colin White will kick it off for the Dolphins. Good high kick. And it's taken by the up man, number 15. That's Tyler Chisholm. Across the 30, but the 31-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Good coverage this time by the special teams. You know, one of the factors in tonight's game, I think, is going to be the weather. I mean, it's cool out here tonight. Chilly, brisk, perfect football weather, Dale.
It is.
There's a spread option, or the spread formation by Christian Academy.
Luke Sergo hands it off, and we got a flag before the play, and just I think there's a motion penalty here.
I mean, basically what you're trying to do is get away from the ball control, ground and pound offense by spreading out the field and creating mismatches. And you're trying to get a faster receiver or a faster running back matched up against the linebacker either through a pass or run. And that's what they were trying to do that time. They were bringing Tucker from left to right and going to hand the ball off to him to get him to the open field where he'd have to be – we have a chance to go up against an outside linebacker, and you would have to give I think you'd have to give a better chance to Tucker and be able to juke him.
Now Tucker splits out, and it's Sergo alone in the backfield. Shotgun. Good snap, looking. Got a man. Across the 34 to the 30, maybe the 35-yard line. That's where they mark it. It's complete to Alex Martin, number 19, and that'll be A Hilton Head Volkswagen first down.
Oh, no, it's just short. There was a penalty on the first down.
Oh, that's right.
They're a
Sorry
little bit
about
short,
that.
no, but that's okay. It's 2nd and 7 now for Christian Academy.
2nd down. Now this time he hands it off. And this is Tucker across the 35, the 36-yard line.
That's exactly the play they tried to run the other way. Now you'll see what happens. You get Tucker in the open field, get only against a linebacker. This time, Dimitri Lowry has to come up out of a strong safety position to make a tackle. But it was too late to prevent the first down. Another well-designed scheme by the coaching staff.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Sergo again in the backfield alone in a shotgun.
4 receivers right. That's unusual. And he rolls that way.
Rolls that way. Looking. Now he's going to run it up the middle to the 50-yard line.
Rarely do you ever get 4 receivers go in one direction as you do right here. And what they're trying to do is hit the backside with a slant, trying to think that it would draw all the attention to the wide side of the field. This time Sergo pulls the ball down, runs the ball up the middle, and almost gets the first down. He's just 2 yards short.
Hey, not a very good spot there because he did kind of slide across the 50, but it's at the 49, 2nd and 2. It's kind of 2nd down you want, short yardage. Again, 4 receivers to the right.
There it is now, the little gadget play.
And dancing his way across the 50 to about the 46-yard line is Jabrooke Tucker.
See, in replay, if we get it here, what you'll see is typically when you end up in something you haven't seen, the defense will call an audible, and they'll switch into some kind of zone coverage. And that's what happened there. And when you're in zone coverage, there's nobody to just drop back into the backfield to cover that little, I guess you would call it a bubble screen. But he had 3 blockers in front of him.
Yep.
Very creative. And well executed by the players. And this is what's new. See the 4 receivers to one side? No, they'll go back. But that 4 receivers to one side is new for tonight's game.
And both coaches said they're going to put some wrinkles in tonight. Boy, that's a tough pass to throw and hit. But he got it. It's complete to Ryan Emery, his favorite receiver.
Let me tell you what's tough about this. It's number 8, Ryan Emery. That's what's tough about it. Because he's got to go in there and take the concussion hit. Or risking a concussion for a reception. What a grab by Ryan Emery. One of the 3 two-way players for the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles.
2nd and 1. 3 receivers to the right. Actually, 4 receivers. And now this time, Sergo keeps it up the middle. And he gets stopped for no gains.
Good job by that front line. Very excellent job. The 3 down linemen for Prep. 2-way starter, number 70. Dylan Powell comes in, helps stuff that play in the middle. You also have Robert Clark in there, number 62, helping to stop that run for a loss.
Well, he lost some yardage there. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 at the 39. Again in the shotgun. Now he rolls to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And that's Jabrooke Tucker once again out of the backfield.
Well, this is all due to Luke Sergo. What he does, watch, he looks right, and then he goes back to the left side, and that's, he gets the defense linebackers to shift a little bit, and there's their little mismatch. He's got a linebacker on outside. He's got a linebacker trying to cover Jabrooke Tucker in the flat.
So the Eagles are on the march as they get it down inside the 20-yard line at about the 18. Check it, the 28. 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Shotgun, and again a jump. And this may be the defense this time.
Yeah.
Again, tonight's game is brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants of Bluffton and Hilton Head. Cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's, available in wild berry or strawberry banana for just $2.29 for a small size. McDonald's, I'm loving it. I want to thank McDonald's for our pregame meal this evening. Hot apple pie, that was good.
Well, number 9, Jeremy Heyman, is in there, right defensive end. Oh, knocked down. Wow. Great job this time by Patrick Andrews. Andrews is 6'4", 190 pounds as a defensive end. He's a senior. He's missed all but 2 games this year, and he was very ineffective 2 weeks ago in the first game that he returned. But now he's got 2 games under his belt, so it's almost like a little preseason for him. He's ready to go. You saw right in that play how effective he can be using his 6'4" frame.
And he's going to have to pick up the slack with some of the other players that are out on defense. Sergo now goes back into the shotgun once again. 2nd and 5. Good snap, rolling right. Throws it, complete. To the 10-yard line, and that's once again Ryan Emery.
He just missed a reliable Ryan Emery. Inside receiver with speed is what separates great passing teams from just ordinary passing teams, and that's what you always look for. You think about all the great pro teams, their inside receivers that have speed just ruins every type of coverage, and he's got the speed. He also plays free safety on defense.
Ball's just inside the 10, so it's 1st and goal for the Eagles. And Chuck, we can talk about this, but this is where the spread kind of hurts sometimes when you want to try to pound it in here when you're inside the 10-yard line.
Yep.
Sergo keeps it.
Yep.
Well, it didn't hurt him this time. He pounds it right in the end zone. Touchdown.
It was the old single wing formation, Dale. That's why, if you notice, they shifted to 4 backs to one side. This is single wing football right here. If we go back and replay, watch this. Look at the 4 blockers in front of him. He's got 2 guys right leading them up the hole. That's the reason why they were able to seal it off. And Sergo uses his strong legs to run over Lowry at the goal line. Great job. I'll tell you what, I am so impressed with both coaching staffs putting together those 2 opening drives.
Well,
Wow.
They'll set up for the extra point now.
What a great game plan.
This is Josh Monceau attempting the extra point, number 24. This will tie it. Ball's down, the kick is up, and it is good.
Bounced in off the left upright, Dale.
Still counts. 5:49 to go the first quarter. It's tied at 7. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
On WHHI-TV.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance. Huh. Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
We are back here at Eagle Stadium, 7-7 ball game. Dale Planica and Chuck Sapac bringing you all the action right here on WHHI. Here's the kick, and taken back to the 10-yard line, 15-20, and tripped up to the 25. That's number 24, L.J. Orge. He's finally back in the lineup.
Well, he's been out almost the whole season, or at least more than half the season before from the last time we saw L.J. Orge. But, you know, the tough thing coming in with this late in the season is how effective a player can be coming off an injury. Simply the speed of the game is just picked up. By the time you get out there, wow, your head just spins. It's very difficult for a player to come off an injury. That's why I always like to see substitutes uninjured filling in for other injured players.
Matt Lehman, the quarterback, in the shotgun. We'll see if there's any defensive adjustments here by the Eagles. And they took a little too much time, I think. They couldn't quite get themselves straight here, or they saw something they didn't like. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
That's referee Ed Barfield. 27 years as as an official, making the call. I guess a little bit of noise here from the stands. Is a pretty rowdy crowd here at Christian Academy.
Ball's at the 19-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15. Again, Lehman gets the snap, looks, a little quick pass out to the outside. That's complete, and knocked out of bounds to the 25 as number 3, Dimitri Lowry.
Boy, number 3, Dimitri Lowry. He's a junior, 6'1", 180 pounds. Plays both ways, also as a defensive cornerback along with a wide receiver. He is just Mr. Do-It-All, isn't he, Dale?
He is. He's got 85 catches on the year. That's 86 now. And 1,369 yards and 14 touchdowns.
Wow, 14 touchdowns, and he goes both ways.
Now Lehman again in the shotgun. I believe that's D'Amico next to him. Lehman's going to run it. No, maybe not. Got a man wide open. That's number 8, Patrick Andrews.
Well, there's a game changer for you in Patrick Andrews. This is not the same Patrick Andrews you saw 2 weeks ago. Also watch Matt Lehman, number 4, do his scrambling. Now remember, outside scramblers are throwers, so stay in your coverage, and they do, but he's able to find.
Yeah, they kept going back downfield, and they found a man underneath the
Speaking
coverage.
like an old linebacker, you never want to come out of coverage. The defensive coordinator just eat you up when you come over the sidelines if you don't understand those rules.
It's going to be 3rd and 4. Now there's a handoff and a delay, and that's not going anywhere. That's big number 65 in there with the tackle. That's Cole Malfris.
Yeah, Cole Malfris, one of the 3 two-way players out there for Christian Academy. Number 65, he's a junior, 6'3", 235 pounds, and he uses all of it to wrestle the runner to the ground.
Well, they're lining up in punt formation. Of course, I believe Lehman is the punter, so you just never know.
A little too early, a little too deep in your own territory to try anything like a fake.
Lehman kicks it away. Emery's back here to receive it. He's got it at the 45. Looking for a lane to the outside, 50, 45, 40. And gets knocked out of bounds. And no flags on the run back, so we are in good shape here.
This is what hurt them last time, where returns on kickoffs and returns on a few punts that Prep had to make. Once again, the ball was kicked to Ryan Emery, who uses his speed. Watch what happens here on the outside. The defender gets turned just a little bit to the inside. Number 3, Lowry gets turned in. And Matt Lehman, who punted the football, has to come over and knock Emery out of bounds.
At high school level, the question is, how special are your special teams?
Yeah.
Sergo at quarterback. Shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. And now he fakes the handoff and takes it himself up the middle. Gets about 5 yards on the play.
Now I got another quote for you. All right, we'll see if you can get who said this one. Offense puts fans in the stands. Defense wins games, but kicking wins championships. I'll give you a hint. He's the same guy that said a short pencil is better than a long memory.
Dick Allen.
George Allen.
Dick Allen, he was a baseball player.
Yeah, for the Phillies.
Now this time he hands it off. And it's Tucker. Still going. Tucker down to the 10-yard line. He just wouldn't go down.
Well, this is the advantage that Christian Academy has. They only have 3 players that go both ways. So their offensive players who have all the speed, what they call skilled players, they just play one way. And look at all the strength and power he has by staying so fresh. He almost goes all the way in for the touchdown. It's just a matter of more depth on Christian Academy than Prep.
Well, it's going to be 1st and 10, and the ball is at about the 10-yard line.
Oh, there they are in that almost single wing formation.
Looking, got a man. Oh, tipped away. And I believe that's number 14 that tipped it away. That's Alex Orford.
Well, Luke Sergo is very lucky they didn't throw that ball on time because 14 was standing right in the lane.
Yeah, he was looking this man down, wasn't he?
That would have been an interception. But he overthrows the ball. Fortunate for Luke Sergo. You have some stats on Sergo too, don't you?
Well, Luke was 120 for 174 coming into this game. 2,191 yards, 30 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions.
30 and 2. Wow.
It'll be 2nd and 10. And now Sergo's back. He's got Tucker back there with him, number 21.
And then he goes up
Now
under
he's got
center.
under center.
Right between the tackles.
And it's Tucker over left tackle.
Yeah, that's a good play. When you get up inside the red zone, as you just mentioned, it's tough to score out of the spread offense. Now they sort of go up at the last second, take a direct snap from the center, from under the center. Sergo hands the ball off they run the ball between the tackles. Smart play. Great coaching here, really.
Now they got 5 yards, but it's going to cost them because they had holding on the play. It's going to be second and about 20.
Yeah, head coach Tommy Lewis has put together a great staff here at Christian Academy. I just can't say enough about how well the players are positioned so that they can make plays.
Ball's back at the 20-yard line, or maybe the 21. Second and 20. 2:33 to go here in the first quarter. We got a 7-7 ball game, but the Eagles once again knocking on the door.
Play action fake.
Looking, still looking. Now he throws it, and his arm was hit as he threw it. Goes incomplete. It'll bring up third down.
Luke's looking for too much. Watch the running back that he fakes to go, or the lead block, the fullback in the flat. He's wide open. He's got a linebacker trailing him. He misses him, and that's the guy that he needed to throw the ball to. He looks for the home run here. Doesn't see it to the last second, and he's very fortunate that the ball didn't get picked off.
Well, he had two guys wide open on the sidelines there on his side of the field, but he was looking across the field.
Yeah, it's a lead fullback you want to get it to on that play. That slips into the flat.
It'll be third down and 20. Sergo keeps it 15 to the 12-yard line and knocked down there.
Yeah, outside linebacker number 5, Tyrone Daly, comes up from his outside position. Look how he's able to fend off a block. A little Olay there to Ryan Emery. He comes in and cuts it on the play.
4th and 11. Let's see what they're going to do here.
Well, this is what Prep lacked last game, were stops. You know, when they got stops, they were in the game. They really need to get the Christian Academy offense off the field without giving up points.
Well, they're going to talk about it, and we'll take a break with them. 1:50 to go in the first quarter, 7-7 ball game. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
New real fruit smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit and strawberry, banana, and wild berry. If you haven't experienced the intense and spectacular burst of real fruit yet, it's time to blend in. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
If you like high school football, you're going to love high school basketball. Tune in this winter to see your favorite teams face off against their crosstown rivals. The high school basketball game of the week, only on WHHI-TV.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium, just in time for a field goal attempt. Jasper to kick it. It's up, and it's good. So with 1:45 to go in the first quarter, it's a 10-7 ball game in favor of the Eagles. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
Right now, I'm dominating, but Ed's trying to throw me off my game. I know because I have caller ID on PC with Time Warner Cable. Phone rings, number pops up. Phone company doesn't have it. Also, I get home voicemail to email. It's like living in the future. Hopefully not a future dominated by cyborg wolf spiders. But if it is, call this guy.
Caller ID on PC? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital home phone from Time Warner Cable for only $19.95 per month for 12 months.
And we are back at Eagle Stadium. Dale Planica, Chuck Zapek, WHHI, bringing you live action of the state semi-playoff game with the SCISA Region 2 playoffs. Here's the kick. Good high kick. Ball's taken at about the 20, 25-30. And that's Demiku Lowry, who's wrapped up there. It'll be first down. This game is sponsored by Hilton Head Volkswagen at New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry. Hilton Head Volkswagen.
They're new for us this game, aren't they?
They are, and we're happy to have them. It's kind of a nice pleasure to have them sponsor this playoff game so we can bring it to you. And we encourage all our fans out there to support our sponsors. We'll talk about them in halftime, but especially our newest one, Hilton Head Volkswagen. 1st and 10 now. Matt Lehman. And again, we've got a flag. And another flag. And a false start. So that'll cost them 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
Ed Barfield, the referee, gives us a signal. Now they're going to start off 1st and 15. Looks like they got noise coming from the sideline is bothering Hilton Head Prep as they line up over the line of scrimmage.
Ball's at the 25, 1st and 15. Well, they spread it out. Shotgun. Empty backfield. Now looking. Now sacked. And who is it? Number 7. Keyshawn Walls.
Yeah, Tyshawn Wall comes in, and this is what they were trying to stop, what bothered him last time. He runs right past the right offensive tackle, just sprints right upfield, and is able to get in there and bring Lehman down to the ground. Nice job by Tyshawn Walls. We'll talk about him a little bit later. He's playing in a straight All-Star game in a couple weeks.
2nd down. Little quick hitter in front. Little screen. That's complete to D'Amico. And he takes it all the way out for a 1st down.
Well, Steve Fuller, he saw enough of Tyshawn Walls on that first play. What he does this time is he runs a screen right behind where Walls is rushing. They let him come forward. They invite him in. You know, it's a little jiu-jitsu match going on out there about Walls, using his fierce outside rush against himself.
1st and 10 at the 45. Again, Lehman looking. Got a man. Almost intercepted. Great defensive coverage there. And that's number 30 on the play, John David J.D. Reichel.
This is where you're starting to hear the rush coming. You see, he feels that rush, and Lehman could have held the ball a little bit longer. He gets rid of the ball on time, but the receiver's well covered. Had he held on to the ball for another second or two, he may be able to hit the deeper receiver who was streaking down the sideline and is just starting to break open.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 45.
We should mention is you got number 65 Cole Malthus, 57 Kyle Weaver, and 53 Robert Cambos, the 3 interior linemen putting on the pressure for Christian Academy.
Lehman looks. That one is intercepted. Well, second time around, this time he got him, number 30, J.D. Reichel.
Yeah, the sophomore cornerback. This is all game study. This is where you're able to get a lot from your defensive coordinator. He gets you ready, puts you in a position to make the play, and that's what happened. That is purely a game study type of situation where you just go in and you broke it down on down and distance and formation. You know what the other team's going to run, and it's exactly what happened there. Reichel was just waiting for the football.
Well, Reichel, he released his man to the safety and then was able to pick up the back coming across the middle.
Good coaching by Vinny Emery and good execution by the players.
The 47. And this time it's going to be incomplete. Let's see if they throw a flag on this. It's an incomplete pass.
Oh, they're going to be upset. They're not going to. It doesn't look like they're going to throw a flag. They're trying to set up a middle screen here, but the receiver falls down.
And threw it out there where there wasn't really anybody out there, but no grounding call on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
The 2-time Island Packet Offensive Player of the Year, Luke Sergo, number 17, was able to dump the ball at the last second and not get called for grounding. Good job, Luke.
Sergo again in the shotgun. That brings back Tucker. Little option, little shuttle pass underneath.
Nice.
That's to Eric Farr.
What a stick here by number 35. That's Kevin Glick, who plays offensive running back and outside linebacker. He's able to come off here from his outside linebacker position and just really lower the boom on a little inside shuttle pass.
It'll be 3rd and 8 with a gain of 2 there. And we're just about the end of the first quarter of play. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. The score, the Eagles 10, the Dolphins 7. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
On WHHI-TV.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance. Huh. Light green. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
WHHI-TV presents the area's top newsmakers from the Island Packet and Beaufort Gazette on television. The Lowcountry Report brings you up-to-date news from around the Lowcountry. Tune in each evening at 8 p.m. and mornings at 8 a.m. for the Lowcountry Report, only on WHHI-TV.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium. Hilton Head Christian Academy leads at 10-7 here in the state semi-playoff game.
Well, both quarterbacks had running touchdowns in the first quarter, led by Matt Lehman scoring the first touchdown, and then Luke Sergo retaliating with the second touchdown scored in tonight's game, made it 7-7, followed up by a field goal by Christian Academy. That gives them the 10-7 lead.
And now going under center is Sergo. Oh, wow, we got a flag. Get a lot of, all the flags seem to be before the ball is snapped.
Yeah, we should mention tonight's official offsides. You got Wes Buckley, who's the field judge. He's 25 years of officiating. Paul Taylor is the back judge, 6 years. He's the guy that takes the beating back there behind the middle linebacker. Ed Barfield is the referee, as we mentioned. He wears the white cap, blows the whistle, and puts the ball into play. Brian Bark is the line judge, 12 years as an official. Bobby Caldwell is the linesman, 20 years. And Ron Erick is the umpire, number 20. He's 23 years in there.
It's going to be third down and about 3. Sergo looks, got a man, tipped up in the air, intercepted! Intercepted by Teron Daly. That's number 3 on the year for Luke. Just a kind of it looked like he jumped a little early.
A little volleyball there. It's Matt Lehman, the quarterback, playing free safety, comes up, knocks the ball into the air. Fortunately for him, number 5, Teron Daly, the outside linebacker, comes in, cradles the ball to the ground, and that's a turnover, and that's something we haven't seen much of. What number interception is that for?
That's number 3 on the year.
Wow.
And again, it's a tip ball. It wasn't like, he threw it to a man. But at any rate, it all counts. 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for Hilton Head Prep.
Well,
see if they can get something going here.
Gets Christian Academy offense off the field.
They got trips here to the left, rather.
Into the sideline, unusual.
Now they give it right up the middle. Scott D'Amico. And D'Amico carries it out to the 50. Or close to the 50.
Great job there. One of the offensive linemen in there, number 66, I don't have him down on our roster. Do you? They lost 2 offensive linemen. But I'm looking here on my roster, and there's no 66.
Okay, we got guys flying all over the field now. Shotgun. There's a pass down the sidelines. Got a man. Incomplete. And again, that's number 8, Patrick Andrews. Just couldn't quite get to it.
Well, Andrews just has so much length. I mean, he's listed as 6'4". I think he's closer to 6'5" on the outside here. Lehman puts the ball out for him. It's just a little overthrown. But that's sort of the game-changing type of effect Patrick Andrews can have in this game, offensively and defensively.
We're early in the second quarter of play here. 10-7 in favor of Hilton Head Christian Academy. But Prep has the ball. They're at their own 48-yard line.
Trips into the sidelines again.
2nd and 10. This time, Lehman keeps it, and he gets rocked at the 50.
4 meets number 4.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
And that was Clay Oliver that came up and really cracked him.
The defense for Hilton Head Christian Academy has really come along this year because they had a lot of unknowns coming into the season and a lot of sophomores playing.
Well, they did too. That they had 8 starters leave the team from last year, Dale. We'll talk about that a little later.
It'll be 3rd and 8 at the 50. Now again, he keeps it on the little quarterback draw. And Lehman's going to be close to the first down. We'll see how they mark it.
Running quarterbacks, inside scramblers or runners, he pulls the ball right down, and now he turns into a runner, and he's able to juke the linebacker, gets a key block. It looks like he got a block from one of the defenders and knocked his own man out.
And coming on an injury timeout. We'll see.
Came up a little short, but seeing how they ineffectively punted the ball last time and being in positive territory, in Christian Academy territory, I would think they'd go for it. What do you think, Dale?
Oh, yeah. I would think so.
Well, as you mentioned, 8 starters, influx of new starters on defense for Christian Academy, and we've seen them mature over the season, Dale.
4th and 1, a big play here. 4th and a long one. And I look for D'Amico to get the ball, except he's split out wide, so we'll see what they do. Now it's an empty backfield, and right up the middle once again, Lehman.
Wow, Lehman's playing like there's no tomorrow. And the coaching staff's playing like there's no tomorrow either. They're gonna run Lehman. They go to an empty set backfield and they run a beautiful draw upside. They use the aggressiveness of Kyle Weaver to run up right off defensive tackle. They go upfield, they turn them to the outside. Great job by the interior offensive line of Prep.
The ball's at the 34. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Prep. Again, the shotgun. Lehman now looking, going to go down the sidelines, got a man.
Oh, wow.
And Anders couldn't quite find it.
Well, that's a shame. He's got the mismatch that he wants. That's the throw that they want right here, trying to get number 8, Patrick Andrews. The ball's delivered perfectly, but, Andrews is still recovering from not playing too much this year. Misjudges the ball in this light night air, and it sort of sailed on him a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. When you haven't played a lot during the season, you get into these late season games, the speed of the game goes so fast, and you're just not as effective as your athletic skills would have you believe you are.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. The ball at the 34. Okay, now all kinds of motion. Now they roll to the right. Looks underneath, and it's incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down. Today's game brought to you by Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner High-Speed Online, and digital home phone all together and save. Time Warner Cable is a proud supporter of live high school football here on WHHI-TV.
Good job by the outside linebackers, Tyshawn Wall, number 7, and then on the other side, Ryan Smith, number 72, of containing Matt Lehman as he rolls out this time to the right up at the top of the screen.
It'll be 3rd down at the 34. Again, Lehman checks over the defense. And we've got stoppage once again. Delay of game. Well, that's going to cost him big 5 yards.
We should mention there's one extra official for tonight's game, and that's the ECO.
And anyone that can answer what an ECO official is?
It's an electric clock official.
Okay.
And that's, I guess, they had bring in an extra official for these playoff games to run the clock so there's no home jobs.
3rd and 15. Lehman drops back to pass. Now he's scrambling, being chased. Looking downfield. Throws it. And it is caught. No, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Nice play there by Andrews, but he couldn't quite keep his feet in bounds. So it'll be 4th down.
Didn't look like he had any shot at the catch. And Andrews reached out of the bounds and grabs the ball. Well, what would you do? Would you punt, you think?
Well, you're at 34-yard line. You probably can't kick a field goal. I might as well go for it, I guess. The punt's only going to gain you what?
Well, they're sending Lehman back in punt formation.
Okay. They're going to try and bury him deep and play some defense.
He goes for a pooch kick to the right side.
That's caught at the 10, 15. Yeah, kind of effective.
Yeah, you get him inside the 20.
Yep. Knocked down at the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 15-yard line. Again, to mention that tonight's game is sponsored by Hilton Head Volkswagen at New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry. Hilton Head Volkswagen.
Well, it's statistically speaking, when you're able to get the offensive team starting from inside their 20, the advantage usually goes to the defense. Simply that everything gets a little tighter. Look, you can even tell the line splits of the offensive linemen how tight they are inside for Christian Academy.
Going to center. And a little trickery. A little flea flicker. Got a man, and they got flags, got everything here. Let's see how this goes. The pass was woefully short. Hung up there, and we'll see how they call it. Will it be offense or defense? Looks like Martin came back, and he tried to get back to the ball.
He ran into a defender.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they're calling.
We'll see.
The back judge, Paul Taylor, made the call.
They're going to call it defense. Okay. That's a 15-yarder.
Either way, don't you think, Dale?
I think it could have gone either way. It was probably a good no call, but it went against the defense, and so now they're out of that hole that they were in.
And Christian Academy came out and run a flea flicker.
Yeah. Just when we thought they were getting a little conservative there. Oh, big hit down the sidelines there. Sergo attempting to hit Ryan Emery.
Yeah, number 4, two-way performer tonight, Matt Lehman. He's played some defense during the year, but tonight, with all the injuries, he's out there. And Lehman, their quarterback, comes over and makes a tremendous hit and knocks the ball away from Emery.
Emery's still looking for the license number of that truck. He kind of wobbles back to the huddle. But he's tough. He'll be back out there. Sergo with Tucker. Sergo keeps it.
Oh, nice
good
job
block.
inside.
Across the 40 to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Left guard Cole Malphus, left tackle Kyle Weaver. Look at 65 and 57. The job they do on this quarterback draw inside. They just ride their men out of the hole, and Sergo just has a highway to run the ball up. Great job by those two.
It's at the 44-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. 8:27 to go. 10-7 in favor of the Eagles as they look to get a drive going here before halftime. Now again in the shotgun. Sergo rolls. Now rolls back the other way. Doesn't see the man behind him and gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
That's
number 9.
Yeah, Jeremy Hayden. We didn't think he played tonight, but he's back in there. Game time decision. Hayden playing defensive end and also his middle linebacker. Comes up this time playing at right defensive end. Is able to run Sergo down behind. Good athleticism.
Hayden is their best, one of their best defensive players. He leads the team in tackles with 109 and has 4 sacks on the year.
Well, they're coming out. Prep's only playing with 2 down linemen. You can see them down on the ground there. Now there's only 1.
Sergo got a man. Oh, intercepted. That's Lehman, number 4. He's going up the sideline and finally gets knocked out of bounds. The prep bench is looking for a late hit on the play.
Yeah, Lehman gets knocked out of bounds.
It's Kyle Weaver with a big hit. And that's all brought all the way back to the 40. So we're going to mark it here, the 45-yard line of the Eagles.
What a great opportunity for Prep right now. Lehman makes the interception. He's winded down. You can see him there at the top of the screen talking to the coach. He's got his hands on his knees, pulling out his shirt, and he's hurt. He's hurt. Yeah, he's winded. He got hit there pretty good.
This is the officials going to take a timeout here. And not quite sure. They're trying to get the chains. This broadcast would not be possible without the support from our local businesses. We ask you to please support them whenever possible. And that includes our newest sponsor, Hilton Head Volkswagen at the New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry.
Well, they lost their quarterback.
Matt Lehman's out.
Yeah, he took a hit. I don't know whether he lost his air or, sometimes you get hit in the sternum there, and you lose your wind. That's what I think what happened, is that he lost his wind and he's having trouble regaining his breath. Sternum shots are tough. I've had a few, and you just can't regain your breath. So that means we'll see number 9, Jeremy Hayden, who wasn't supposed to play tonight, playing right defensive end, come in as quarterback.
Well, I'll tell you, and we're going to take a timeout here to let them just talk about it. And while we do, we'll take a timeout also. Or will we? We'll stay right here? No, we're going to stay right here.
That was a big hit that he took at the end of that interception, that run return. I think he's coming back on the field. But what happens when you get that sternum shot, it just knocks your air out, and it goes all the way down, and you can't regain your breath. And that's what I think would happen. It's very scary when you just can't breathe. And that's what I think will happen to Lehman. He's going to have to come out for at least one play. It's been a good opportunity for Prep to run a wildcat or something like that right now. That's what we saw 2 weeks ago. That goes so well with the spread offense that they run. They come out and they run no-huddle offense after they get a first down. They get last 2 weeks ago, we got to see them down in the red zone. They came out and run a wildcat, out of the spread offensive formation where they take the quarterback out of getting the direct snap, and they put a running back in there, and they move the quarterback out as a wide receiver. I mean, it's those type of play of schemes that really are when they work are just wonderful.
Well, because they took the timeout, they were able to bring Matt Lehman back without having him sit out of play.
I guess Ron Perducci knew what to do.
1st and 10 at the 45. Lehman goes back to throw. Hangs one up. It is knocked away at the last minute. Another great play there by number 30, John David Reichel. And J.D. had a nice play, actually knocked it up in the air, and probably could have had a chance to pick it off if he'd found the ball.
No, there was this time they had double coverage, and that's one thing that the defense for Christian Academy does so well is they play a variation of different defenses. They can play man-to-man and they can play zone. This time they had double coverage on the wide receiver, Patrick Andrews.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 45.
You look at the top of the screen, you can see there's 2 guys out there already.
Little draw play. And that's number 24. That's L.J. Orridge.
Yeah, L.J. Orridge. Like we mentioned earlier, it's a shame coming into a playoff game not having some game experience behind you the last 2 months. You can see that he just needs to run a little bit harder. He ran the wrong way too. He should have gone left instead of right.
And
he'll get another chance. Don't worry, L.J. You'll get out there again.
3rd down and about 8. We'll see if Lehman's got his wheels back with him, because he was very effective running that quarterback draw. Now he throws it out here, and this is number 3. That's Dimitri Lowry, but that bubble screen didn't kind of got burst.
No, they did. It's a shame the bubble screen is not that well executed that time. They have a different offensive line tonight. They lost 2 of their starters. Patrick Briotti, as we should mention, is not in there tonight. The junior, 6'2", 230 pounds. He's their 2nd biggest player. Usually plays right offensive tackle, not in there. Colin Richardson is also a junior. He's not playing tonight either, number 51.
And they're back in punt formation.
Let's see if they try a pooch into the left corner.
Nope.
No, there's your fake.
No, he's going to kick it.
A rugby play. Good job.
It goes out of bounds at about the 21-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Hilton Head Christian Academy. 5:36 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 10-7 ball game. Hilton Head Christian Academy will get the ball back here, and See if they can mount another drive. The
2 interceptions for Luke Sergos, very unusual. He's had some time to throw, though. His offensive line starting with center Alex Westmark, number 64. Then you got the right guard John Taylor Stones, number 62, and number 50 Nick Borgi as right tackle. They've given him enough time to throw. Hasn't really felt that much heat. Only one down lineman.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 21. Goes under center, keeps it. Sergo to the 30, 32-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is how Sergo can beat you. He can beat you with the arm or his legs. He's such a strong runner. And this time he decides he's had enough of these interceptions. He decides to take the ball in his own hands, and he's going to run it for a first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line.
That's a Hilton Head Volkswagen first down. We're in the semifinal state playoff game tonight.
Sergo pitches it. Tucker dances out to about the 25-yard line, or 35-yard line. He gets knocked out of bounds.
Well, I just can't say enough for number 9. That's Jeremy Hayden. You'll watch here if we get on replay just the job he does on the option, how he runs down the line. He's hurting really bad tonight, and he's still out there. Game time decision whether he plays. Has 2 bad ankles.
2nd and 8 at the 35. Now we go back into the shotgun with Jabrook Tucker next to him. Looking at, floats it out there for Tucker. Tucker can't quite get to it. Tried to finesse that one a little bit.
Well, this is where the height of Patrick Andrews is effective. You'll see the 6'5" Andrews pulls up as the back was flaring out of the backfield. He knew that they were going to just try a little slip screen to him, and he was able to force Sergo to throw the ball high, and that led to the incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd down and about 8.
10-7, 4:14 left in the first half.
This is another one of those big stops here. This is a big play.
Yeah.
Little pistol formation, and we got flags. And this time they're going to take a timeout. And we'll take a timeout with them. 4:14 to go, 10-7 ball game. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
Yeah, right now during sign-in drive, you can take home the Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance. Huh. Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here for just a second. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign the Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
If you like high school football, you're going to love high school basketball. Tune in this winter to see your favorite teams face off against their crosstown rivals. The high school basketball game of the week, only on WHHI-TV.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium, where the Christian Academy Eagles lead it 10-7 over the Dolphins from Hilton Head Prep. And big 3rd down play coming up here, 3rd and 8. With 4:14 to go here in the first half of play. 1 touchdown from each of the 2 quarterbacks and a field goal, and that's the difference. These high-powered offenses, and we're seeing a lot of defense.
And now the prep fans are rallying their team on. There's a fumble.
Loose. And it's recovered. That's Bo Strimple, I believe, number 33.
3rd turnover of the night. This time's on the mishandling of the snap from Westbrook to center, back to Sergo. The ball squirts out on the field, and it's recovered by the prep defense.
And Prep will take over at the 38-yard line of Hilton Head Christian Academy.
Perfect place for a gadget play. First and 10, other team's 38-yard line. Here it comes. Reverse something. Something's coming you haven't seen before. Here's your gadget play.
Trips to the left. There's a little handoff inside. Scott D'Amico, nice tackle.
They run a draw up the middle, no gadget. Clay Oliver, the inside middle linebacker, the sophomore, 6'2", 170 pounds, comes up and makes a great play. Nice job by one of the inside linebackers. He matches inside with Zach Reynolds, number 11.
They go with a quick no huddle. Got a man wide open.
Sleeper.
That's that sleeper play we saw a couple weeks ago.
I don't see any flag on the field.
No.
That's.
We do have a flag. It's going to be maybe a question about whether or not he was an eligible player.
It looks like they might be calling it back.
Well, they're going to talk about it. Usually now, don't they usually notify the refs, say we got some play here, so just to kind of keep them on.
Yeah, they usually do say that.
Maybe somebody forgot to tell the refs. Well, we saw that a couple weeks ago at Prep.
Yeah.
And they had a man along the sidelines. We thought he came off the bench. He made a nice play.
Well, this time Christian Academy reacted faster than they did last time.
Well, you called it. You said we need a trick play here, and they ran something pretty.
Well, that's where you run it.
That's exactly. Came back with it.
That's exactly where you run your gadget play is in that area of the field.
Right after a turnover.
Yep.
Well, they're still discussing it out there. 3:38 to go.
I mean, that's why most teams, when they get in that type of situation, usually come out in some kind of almost a prevent type of defense, just for that purpose, not to be out of position.
And now they're going to go over and talk to the coach. Chuck, I got a trivia question for you.
Is this the Affleck trivia time?
Or what is the DMP Financial Services trivia question? Okay. Now, you probably know that there's a coach at Penn State's been there for quite a while.
Yes.
Actually, most people that ever played there probably still think that he was the only coach over there. But who was the coach before Joe Paterno at Penn State?
Ah, come on. Really? You're going to try that one? Rip Angle, the Ripper.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Where did Rip Angle coach before he was at Penn State?
Rip Angle coached at Brown.
And who was his quarterback at Brown?
Joe Paterno.
There you go. Okay, well, you know you.
All right, I got one more for you. What was Joe Paterno's number at Brown?
It'll be like 99 or something.
37.
This time he keeps it. Lehman gets hit and stopped at about the 10-yard line. I guess that they let the play run.
The only other guys who know the answers to that question are all retired in Florida right now.
Yeah, and they're probably not watching. It's past their bedtime. It's balls to the 10-yard line, second down, and about 9 yards to go. 2:57 and counting. And Prep looking to get on top here. Lehman being chased and hit as he throws it, and now we'll see if there is grounding there. Nope. It'll be third down. Good pressure.
And this time, he's just not going to get outside the grasp of Tyshawn Walls. The all-star defensive end for Christian Academy.
Walls, he came into this game with 11 sacks on the season.
Yeah, he'll be going.
Big third down. And now the Dolphins looking to put something on the board here, and, of course, the Eagles looking to make a stop. Empty backfield. You see if they come with pressure. Still trying to set up the offense. Lehman back, throws it across the middle, tipped up in the air, incomplete.
That's the strength of Matt Lehman's arm. I mean, he can drill when he wants to, and he drilled it that time.
That's tough on a cold night, too. It's not only cold, it's a little chilly tonight. It's not as bad as it was last week, but it's damp. It's very damp out there, and the ball gets slick.
No, he had to throw that in there because he wasn't quite sure if he could get it there in time before the strong safety move over for the hit. Looks like game time. Looks like it could be a
game-tying field goal. Colin White
to tie this thing up.
Ball's down. Kick is up, and it is good. We got a tie ball game.
Offense puts fans in the stands. Defense wins games, but kicking wins championships.
Well, I bet you didn't know this, though. Both kickers had no field goals coming into this game. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance.
Huh.
Light green. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here for just a second. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
We're back here. 2:35 to go in the first half. We got a 10-10 ball game. A lot of defense out here of these two high-powered offenses. And it's 10-10. Beautiful night for football, and this is what we'd like to see here for the state semi-playoffs. Oh, and we got another flag. It looks like somebody may have been offsides.
Just an impressive effort by Ron Perducci's Dolphin defense. 3 turnovers and holding Christian Academy only 10 points so far.
Looks like it's going to be a 5-yard walk-off here on the kick. Apparently, they once you're offsides, they just stop the play. They don't let it go through. So
I don't want anybody to get hurt, but this does hurt. This is, like we talked about before, the other team scores. The indication that the other team will score is after you score. So you really, just can't give up 5 yards like that. I mean, it hurts in field position.
You want to be the team that takes the momentum into the locker room, and so this is 2:35 to go here in this first half, and you want to be the team that puts the score on the board. Kicking off now from the 35, and kicks it deep.
Good kick. Wow.
It's 20, 25, 30. Ball's loose. We got a fumble, and we got a recovery by Prep.
Wow. Special teams, kicking wins championships. And that's what you're getting right now. You get some championship play out of the Dolphins, out of their special teams. You're able to come down here. Look at the 2 or 3 players get a shot here before somebody finally lays in the runner. Hat goes right on the ball, and that pops out. Nice job. There's 3 players in there. That's number 5, Tyrone Daly, outside linebacker, that put his helmet right on the ball, and that's what made it squirt out.
Ball's at the, we'll call it the 40-yard line of the Eagles. And the Dolphins looking to get that momentum into the locker room.
Should mention Daly's only a freshman.
Lehman looking for it all. Got a man. Well covered once again. And again, it's number 30, J.D. Reichel on the coverage.
When they think they got the mismatch, that's the 4th time. I guess the scouting plan was they were going to go after Reichel and try to get number 8, Patrick Andrews, matched up against them.
Okay.
But they've not completed a pass yet.
Patrick's got about 4 or 5 inches on him, and I think that's what they're looking for, that big, for him to go over the top.
He's not quite as fast, simply because he just had enough playing time. He doesn't have quite the burst of speed that he's had before. Hampered with a turf toe, which has to be extremely painful.
Again, the shotgun. Now an empty backfield. Lehman keeps it right up the middle, looking for running room, and he's met and dragged down. And it's number 4, Clay Oliver.
Inside linebackers. They're really using the speed of Tyshawn Walls on the outside, number 7, come upfield. He's so fast. And what they want to do is they started off the game running an option right at him, and then they threw a screen at him, and now they're running draw at him, where he flies upfield. And when he disappears, that's where you want to run the ball.
I think it's
great job.
It's frustrating after a while for that.
It is, too. And, you're slowing down the rush.
3rd and 8, big play. Lehman looking, throws it to the outside, and actually J.D. Reichel was closer to the ball than his receiver, but it'll be incomplete. And it'll be 4th down coming up. We'll see what they do.
Well, at this spot on the field,
Well,
I guess they're going to punt. Try to pin them back.
1:29 to go here in the first half of play. It would be a long field goal. Well, keeps it. Now he's looking downfield. Going to throw it. Get a man. That's complete to the 26-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down. They're looking for a push off there, but they're not going to get it.
First catch, or is that the second catch for Dimitri Howe? We really haven't called his name much tonight. The all-purpose player. Now he finds himself open on the fake punt. And the punter / quarterback delivers the ball.
So at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, and now we got a flag.
Two well-coached teams really playing a heck of a first half here, Dale. You know, we're assured one of these two teams they'll be the 5th time in the last 6 years one of these two teams have competed for the state title. Somebody's going to Columbia next week.
They're going to call a sideline warning here. Not a penalty, just a warning, as the sidelines are getting a little too close to the field of play.
No.
And rightfully so. You already had one person injured who was on the sidelines early in the ball game and taken off on a cart. It's going to be first down at the 25. And again, the Dolphins need to stop. There's a handoff. That goes nowhere. That's number 24 with the carry. That's L.J. Orridge.
Cole Malthus comes off his block here and makes a great play. Nice job. Number 65, 6'3", 235-pound junior.
And Orridge just doesn't look. He doesn't have that speed.
He's not the same. Now, the speed of the game is just past him. He needs 1 or 2 tune-ups.
D'Amico's back in the backfield now. Now they throw it across the middle. Off the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Well, you know, it's a good. We got to give some credit to the Dolphin offensive line. I mean, one thing they didn't do last year was protect Matt Lehman well enough. This year they've done a fantastic job. You know, led by center Devin White, right guard Tommy Peoples. You got the left tackle Mark Halsworth and the left guard Dylan Powell also.
3rd down, 3rd and 10 at the 25. Lehman looking at a man, hits him. That's number 14. That's Orford.
Well, we haven't called his name much tonight.
Inside the 10-yard line. And that's another first down.
Yeah, he hits him here on a curl pattern on the outside. Nice read by Lehman. They caught him in man-to-man coverage. Receiver made the cut. Lehman delivered the ball. Back to Orford again.
That's inside the 5-yard line.
And they call a timeout right away.
We got a timeout on the field. We're going to stay right here. 35 seconds to go. This game is sponsored by Hilton Head Volkswagen and New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry, and by McDonald's restaurants of Bluffton and Hilton Head. Cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's, available in wild berry or strawberry banana, just $2.29 for a small size. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And by Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner High Speed Online, and digital home phone all together and save. Time Warner Cable, a proud supporter of live high school football here on WHHI-TV.
Well, the player I couldn't get out as offensive lineman for the Dolphins is Danny Maggard. He normally wears number 10, and I think that's who's wearing 66. You know, he switched from being a wide receiver, defensive back, to the offensive tackle. With the injury to Patrick Briotti.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Lehman naked in the backfield. It opens up the middle. There's where he goes, right up the middle. Touchdown. Matt Lehman with a touchdown.
He's going to sleep well tonight. I'll tell you what, he's taken more hits and delivered more hits. Here he runs over to safety at the goal line, takes another hit, but he's able to stretch out and move his 6'3" frame over the goal line for the 2nd touchdown of the night for Matt Lehman. He scored both touchdowns.
16-10 with the extra point coming. 29 seconds to go here in the first half of play, and that was a big play off of the turn of 4 turnovers so far for the Eagles of Christian Academy. Ball's down, the kick is in the air, and it is good. We got 29 seconds to go in the first half of play. We're going to take a timeout, 17-10 in favor of the Dolphins. You're listening and watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
With over 30 years of accounting and financial experience, DMP Financial Services provides small businesses and individuals with an array of accounting and financial solutions. From the consulting services of an experienced CFO to monthly bookkeeping and individual tax return preparation, you can expect the professionals at DMP Financial Services to provide you with accurate and timely financial information to grow your company and meet all of your individual needs. Call 422-3203 to see how they can help you.
We're back here at Eagle Stadium. And kickoff will be coming here from Hilton Head Prep as they lead at 17-10. Unbelievable.
Do you get special favors here? Primetime real estate, DMP Financial, right before the end of the first half. I'll tell you.
Keep calling, folks. Keep calling. 422-3203. Handle all your tax needs. It's tax time once again. Here's the kick. It's a low liner. Picked up across the
great effort.
25 and 30. And with it is number 15. That's Tyler Chisholm.
That's number 40. Made a great effort from the outside. Wide receiver John Dillon. We haven't heard much of him catching the football tonight, but he's made great plays on the special teams, and he did that time to help him to get in there and force the ball carrier to the ground. This is a much improved kicking game by Hilton Head Prep tonight.
Well, Hilton Head Christian Academy, let's see what they do here. They got 23 seconds to go. They've got their timeouts, but and we got a timeout.
Well, it looks like they're going to use a timeout by the Dolphins.
Hilton Head Prep called a timeout.
Yeah, that's a smart play. You know, you've got players going both ways, and you got guys running down on special teams who are going both ways. Give them a break. The last thing you want is Circle to drop back and throw a long pass, and your guy's too winded to run it down.
Well, you recall that 2 weeks ago when we were at Prep,
yeah,
that's what happened. They scored right before the end of the first half, and we thought the half was going to be over, and they came down and scored on the last play of the first half. So Lightning could strike twice, although it's a clear sky tonight, so I'm not worried about the Lightning.
Well, it's a different game tonight. They don't have lights at Hilton Head Prep, and as we saw all season long, starting the game at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, the hot sun in the evening just wore those guys out. Tonight's a different story. It's cool here, folks.
First and 10 at the 30. Sergo looking. Being chased. Now he throws it downfield. And intercepted once again. It's picked off. Lowry bringing it all the way back. The 20, finally tackled by Luke Sergo at the 20-yard line with 6 seconds to go, and Prep will have one more shot to put some points on the board.
Now you know why the coach called a timeout. You can see it right here. Lowry is one of their better all-around athletic players. He's the one that comes over. Not only does he make the high interception by catching the ball at the highest point, I mean, that is textbook coverage. And they'll watch him go now for the next 65 yards. They're not going to give it to him.
Wow. I'm not sure about that call, but
whoa, folks.
Actually, the two receivers ran into each other.
Yeah,
you saw in our replay there.
Collision.
But
what an interception by Dimitri Lowry.
Holy smokes.
Intercepting the ball at its highest point and able to gather himself and run the ball back down 60 yards the other way. And they're going to call interference on this. Well, that's a break for Christian Academy.
It is a break.
Sergo's got such a strong arm. He can get it pretty close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if he could throw the ball 50 to 60 yards.
66 seconds to do something here. He's 55 yards away from the goal line. Let's see what happens. This may be a Hail Mary.
They'll probably run dash. Yeah, they are, to the right.
Throws it looking to go outside with it, and do they get?
Yeah, they got it.
Oh, the clock is running.
No, the clock's running. They ain't getting the timeout.
Well, that's going to end the first half. Hilton Head Prep is on top, 17-10. When we come back from the commercial, we're going to be talking to John Byrne, president of WHHI, and he's going to talk about our sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
From WHHI-TV.
Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance.
Huh.
Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here. Just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
New real fruit smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit and strawberry banana and wild berry. If you haven't experienced the intense and spectacular burst of real fruit yet, it's time to blend in. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner High Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company high-speed DSL. You know those guys still use 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get Roadrunner High Speed Online for only $34.95 per month for 12 months.
WHHI-TV presents the area's top newsmakers from the Island Packet and Beaufort Gazette on television. The Lowcountry Report brings you up-to-date news from around the Lowcountry. Tune in each evening at 8 p.m. and mornings at 8 a.m. for the Lowcountry Report, only on WHHI-TV.
With over 30 years of accounting and financial experience, DMP Financial Services provides small businesses and individuals with an array of accounting and financial solutions. From the consulting services of an experienced CFO to monthly bookkeeping and individual tax return preparation, you can expect the professionals at DMP Financial Services to provide you with accurate and timely financial information to grow your company and meet all of your individual needs. Call 422-3203 to see how they can help you. Tune in to Girl Talk, our popular show in partnership with Monthly Media Group, 9 p.m. 7 days a week with extra airing Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. New episodes every week. It's fun, it's fresh, it's Girl Talk. Sponsored by and filmed on location at J. Banks Design. Also sponsored by The Greenery, Michael Anthony's Cucina Italiana, and Powerhouse Gym.
The 2010 Friday Night Football Zone is brought to you by McDonald's of Bluffton and Hilton Head, and by Time Warner Cable.
Hey everybody, welcome to halftime of tonight's playoff game between Hilton Head Christian and Hilton Head Prep. You know, it's been a great 2011 high school football season. Tonight's game is our 12th broadcast on WHHI in the Friday Night High School Football Zone. And we just want to take a minute to thank our sponsors who've allowed us to bring all these great games and all these great kids and coaches and parents to you each and every Friday night, and then with repeats over the weekend. You know, these sponsors allow us to bring this great broadcast to you, and without them, we couldn't do it, plain and simple. So this is year 3 of high school football on the Friday Night Football Zone on WHHI, and we just want to take a minute. Our presenting sponsors this year were McDonald's and Time Warner Cable. We can't thank them enough. It's the second year both of these companies have been presenting sponsors for these Friday night football broadcasts. And we ask you to give them a chance to earn your business, because we feel very confident that they will do that, and these other sponsors that I'm going to read through the same. So pay attention tonight. When you see a advertiser or a sponsor that comes up or is mentioned, give them a chance. They want to earn your business, and we think they're going to do a great job. Salty Dog's been a great sponsor for the second year in a row. I don't think we need to say anything more about what a great company and great product comes out of Salty Dog. Hilton Head BMW, you know, right here in the area, great product, very involved with the golf tournament. If you're looking for a new car and a nice car, go out to Hilton Head BMW and take a look. Walgreens, all the great Walgreens stores in our area have been great supporters of football this year with another Walgreens first down. H&H Auto, second year back on this broadcast. We really appreciate their support. They got some great used cars out at H&H Auto. 123 Driving School, Uniform Work and Sport is new with us this year. Another great company to give a shot to if you're looking for those types of products. Custom Audio Visual, hey, we're all sitting here watching Friday night high school football and other sports each and every day almost. Go out and take a look at their fantastic studio with all their new visual products. There's probably a LCD or a plasma TV that'll fit your budget, and they can customize, install at your house at a very good price. HHPSD, Palmetto Electric, Kirby Enterprises, Jackson Electrical, Heaven's Best, Island Builders, Omega Graphics, and New River Auto Mall round out some of the great companies that have been a part of high school football this year. We thank you for watching. We can't wait for 2011. Have a great night and enjoy the second half.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner high-speed online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company high-speed DSL. You know those guys still use 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get Roadrunner high-speed online for only $34.95 per month for 12 months.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance. Huh. Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen.
I have one here. Just a second.
Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
New real fruit smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit in strawberry, banana, and wildberry. If you haven't experienced the intense and spectacular burst of real fruit yet, it's time to blend in. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
Welcome back here to Hilton Head Christian Academy Field, where the Eagles are trailing the Dolphins of Hilton Head Prep 17-10 here at halftime. And Chuck, we got another halftime show on hand.
We do too, Dale. We've got the playoff cheer-off with us tonight. And with us tonight is Nancy McDuffie from Christian Academy.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
And Leslie Richardson. Not yet. Hold on, not yet. And then we also have Leslie Richardson from Hilton Head Prep.
Yay, Hilton Head Prep!
All right, so we're going to have a little cheer-off. I think the rules, tell us how the rules are going to work.
Okay, well, these are the rules. Because Christian Academy is so amazingly kind, they're letting Hilton Head Prep go first. So Hilton Head Prep's going to have the first cheer, and then the Christian Academy cheerleaders are going to cheer. And then we're going to have a chant cheer at the end.
All right. Okay, so who's going to go? We're going to go first with Prep? Okay. All right.
There we go.
Oh, no, stay there.
S-C-I-R-I-T, spirit! We got spirit! Yeah, we got spirit! Yeah, we got what? S-P-I-R-I-T, spirit! Spirit! Yeah, we got spirit! Yeah, we got what? S-P-I-R-I-T, spirit!
All right, so that was Hilton Head Prep, and now we're going to have Hilton Head Christian Academy in the second part of this. Are we ready? There we have it, Dale. We have more, Leslie? All right. Okay, before we leave, all right, let's have a cheer with both of them, Dale.
Okay.
You want to give? You ready to go, girls? Leslie?
Let's go, Prep! Let's go, girls! 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 Let's go, girls!
I can't pick a winner.
You got to pick a winner here, Dale.
I don't think we can pick a winner.
All right.
I think that everybody wins when there's a lot of spirit.
All right.
There you go. Absolutely.
Okay, where's the captain here now? Okay, and your name is?
My name is Clara Chalk.
Clara Chalk and?
Caitlin Gins.
Caitlin Gens. Now, what do you like most about being a cheerleader?
I think just coming out here and supporting our team. You know, it might be cold out tonight, but we're so supportive of our boys. We're really here for them tonight.
And if you had somebody out there that was listening that wanted to be a cheerleader, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to go for it, cheer your heart out, and it's so much fun.
It's so much fun. It is, Sue.
Where are the captains here?
Kelly Johnson.
Kelly and?
Kathleen Burke.
Kathleen. Kelly and Kathleen. And what's the best part about cheering here?
With all the girls and getting to know them and instruct them and have fun every Friday.
And are you both seniors?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations and good luck with college.
Right.
Chuck?
Whatever we have it, Al, that was our first playoff cheer-off of the year.
Okay, we're going to be right back. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
WHHI-TV presents the area's top newsmakers from the Island Packet and Beaufort Gazette on television. The Lowcountry Report brings you up-to-date news from around the Lowcountry. Tune in each evening at 8 p.m. and mornings at 8 a.m. for the Lowcountry Report, only on WHHI-TV.
With over 30 years of accounting and financial experience, DMP Financial Services provides small businesses and individuals with an array of accounting and financial solutions. From the consulting services of an experienced CFO to monthly bookkeeping and individual tax return preparation, you can expect the professionals at DMP Financial Services to provide you with accurate and timely financial information to grow your company and meet all of your individual needs. Call 422-3203 to see how they can help you.
If you like high school football, you're going to love high school basketball. Tune in this winter to see your favorite teams face off against their crosstown rivals. The High School Basketball Game of the Week, only on WHHI-TV.
Tune in to Girl Talk, our popular show in partnership with Monthly Media Group, 9 p.m. 7 days a week with extra airing Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. New episodes every week. It's fun, it's fresh, it's Girl Talk. Sponsored by and filmed on location at J. Banks Design. Also sponsored by The Greenery, Michael Anthony's Cucina Italiana, and Powerhouse Gym.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner High-Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company high-speed DSL. You know those guys still use the 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get Roadrunner High-Speed Online for only $34.95 per month for 12 months.
New real fruit smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit and strawberry banana and wildberry. If you haven't experienced the intense and spectacular burst of real fruit yet, it's time to blend in. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home the Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance.
Huh.
Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here. Just a second. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
With over 30 years of accounting and financial experience, DMP Financial Services provides small businesses and individuals with an array of accounting and financial solutions. From the consulting services of an experienced CFO to monthly bookkeeping and individual tax return preparation, you can expect the professionals at DMP Financial Services to provide you with accurate and timely financial information to grow your company and meet all of your individual needs. Call 422-3203 to see how they can help you.
We're back here at Eagle Stadium. The Eagle fans are fired up. They're trying to get their team fired up. They trail it 17-10 here at the half.
While they're facing adversity for the first time in a year, they were trailing 21-19 at Hilton Head Prep two weeks ago, but they had the momentum going into the half by scoring that last second touchdown. Not so tonight. Prep responded, being down 10-7, came back with the last 10 points on a field goal and a touchdown, a run by Matt Lehman, who scored both touchdowns. Matt Lehman's taking the game into his hands. I think this is adversity that Christian Academy has not seen so far this year.
Well, we kind of expected a little bit of an offensive shootout, and what we've got here is all three touchdowns have been on the ground.
Oh, it's playoff football. You got great kicking games, great defense. This is really playoff football.
Well, the downside has been the 5 turnovers on the record here for Hilton Head Christian Academy, and that's not really been their problem throughout the year.
Well, that's what's held them back. But you're faced with adversity. Now, what are you going to do? And the only thing you can do is to just go back and play like you've been practicing.
Yep.
It's the turnovers that hurt them a lot. Sergo had a couple of passes, poorly thrown balls. I think he'll probably do in the second half here. I think you'll see a lot more of Luke Sergo running the football than throwing the football.
Well, it's one of those things. That's when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and let's see if they can. Who said that one, Chuck? Many are cold, but few are frozen. By the way, at the end of the season, Chuck and I will be appearing at the Comedy Club here in Bluffton.
Yeah, you're right. No, this is one of the things that if I was concerned about, if I was a Christian Academy coach coming into tonight's game, was the weakness of their opponents the last few games. I mean, they really have run away with it. And, with Prep, they ran away with it a little bit there in the second half when they got worn out. But, they really haven't been faced with that much adversity throughout the season. Now you got the defending Class 2A SCISA champion on the ropes here, down 17-10. I mean, they're already down a touchdown. But the way Prep has played is very impressive. And that's without 2 of their starting offensive linemen in the game. Hayden is playing Jeremy Hayden is playing defensive end. We weren't expecting him to play at all. And then Scott D'Amico playing both ways as a running back and a linebacker has really helped them.
Well, and we've also seen where the Prep has had the luxury of having some short fields to work with as a result of the turnovers. And so, we'll see what happens here in the second half and see, obviously both teams are going to make some adjustments at halftime and come out with a little bit different look, different wrinkles, and we'll see who can handle each other's wrinkles.
Well, we saw some great game planning, particularly on the offensive side of the ball by Hilton Head Prep, using the speed of Tyshawn Walls, their all-star defensive end, and playing against them by running the down the line option at him, leaving him unblocked, let him rush upfield, and then option off him and pitch the ball. And then next we saw throw a screen right at him where he ran past it. So and then they ran some quarterback draws. So well developed using his speed against probably their best defensive player, Tyshawn Walls.
Well, the two quarterbacks are out in midfield now, shaking hands as we start the second half, and Hilton Head Christian Academy will be receiving. So they'll be receiving to our right.
What a great shootout between these two guys, Luke Sergo and Matt Lehman. The last time we'll see them on the field, the last half of this. And just it's a pleasure to watch both these players. so talented, and they're really playing their hearts out.
Well, this is where the seniors get together on these two teams, and one team's going home, and they're not going to play next week. The other team will be playing in the state finals, so you got to leave it all out on the field at this point.
Well, a lot of people talk about playing teams so close together, as Prep and Christian Academy are, how difficult it is that second game. And one of the reasons why it is so difficult is familiarity with the other team. And particularly, for familiarity with their plays, their bread and butter type of plays. That's the reason why you got to show them a little something different. And Prep has done that tonight. They showed them a little something different, including, once again, we saw a sleeper play, which even caught us asleep.
It caught the referees by surprise. They had to talk it over for about 5 minutes before they allowed them to have the play. So we're ready to start the second half. And Prep will be kicking off. It'll be Colin White kicking, number 24. And back deep to receive, it's Tyshawn Walls, number 7. That bright sunshine in there. Warm, though. And we're off. Ball skips down on the ground, picked up to the 20, 25, 30. And finally knocked down at about the 32-yard line is number 15, Tyler Chisholm. He's only a sophomore.
Well, Ron Perducci, head coach of Hilton Head Prep, has to be real pleased with the improvement on the special teams. We've seen, once again, great coverage. This hurt them last time they played 2 weeks ago. Christian Academy was able to mount some very short drives after great kickoff and punt returns. Big difference tonight, Dale.
Luke Sergo brings him out. Starts under center, now moves back into the shotgun.
I think we're going to see a bread and butter Luke Sergo in the second half.
Sergo keeps it, tries to run it up the middle, gets maybe a yard. Not much more.
Well, that's the start of it. They're just going to run the quarterback draw. There's only really one down lineman, and the down lineman happened to be Jerry Heyman, number 9, who just gets blown back that time by Kyle Weaver, number 57.
Sergo picks up a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9. Again, the shotgun. Again, looked like movement. They haven't called anything yet. Ball to the 50, 45, 40. And we'll see what we got here. Everyone thought that there was going to be a flag on the play, but there wasn't.
They stopped.
Ryan
Emery didn't stop.
I'm not sure what happened there.
They got to play him a little tougher than that. Emery comes in there.
It'll be a first down here at the 40-yard line.
Matt Lehman made a stop on that, number 4.
Lehman's taking hits and giving hits. Sergo now rolls.
Oh, nice job.
Trying to square up. Now he's going to keep it. Tries to get to the outside and gets down inside the 40-yard line to about the 30.
There's one down lineman, the guy in the middle, number 9, and he comes right upfield. He's the only down lineman. It's number 9, Jeremy Hayden, and he runs him down. Look how he runs, helps run down the quarterback. He doesn't get in on the tackle, but he sure has an effect on it.
Ball's at the 33. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, as long as Sergo's not getting up under center to snap the ball, Prep is only playing one down lineman. Jeremy Hayden, number 9, there he is. Oh, now they got 2. Now they got 3, so they switched up a little. Give him a little different look. Here's Hayden again. Once again, he's the first guy upfield.
Making all kinds of things happen.
Quickness.
There's a throw, and it's a big hit by number 3. That's Dimitri Lowry with the hit.
Well, Lowry comes up now. Look at Hayden, just right upfield, just blows past his offensive guard. And this is a good hit by Dimitri Lowry. Now he comes, he's got his receiver just laid out there. And lays a pretty good hit to him.
Yeah, Ryan Emery took the hit there, but couldn't hang on to the ball. It'll be 3rd and 3 at the 33.
Yeah, Emery took a shot there earlier in the first half, too. He's got some sore ribs. You can see as he walks out of the huddle right now.
He's
not feeling real good.
A little wobbly.
There is a 4 receiver set to the wide side of the field.
There it is.
And that's where
He
they
rolls
run
that
Sergo,
way.
and he's going to
keep it
too.
to the 30, the 28, and that'll be a first down. And he just couldn't get there quite
Smart
quick
play.
enough to catch up
Smart
to his
play.
blockers.
You got 4 receivers out there, but you only have 3 defenders. And then you turn your receivers into blockers, and that's the reason why Sergo had a running lane to pick up the first down. Good call.
It's a first down at the 28. 10:13 to go. The Eagles trailing 17-10 as the Dolphins trying to make a stop here in their own territory. Again, shotgun, little flip out here to Brooke Tucker, and Tucker is finally dragged down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, Tyrone Daly, the freshman, comes up and makes a great stop in the backfield. They've got this set up well there, but Daly read it. Again, this is good game preparation. Coach Tom Perduzzi has his defense well schooled on offensive tendencies of Christian Academy, and he put his player in the right position, and Tyrone Daly, number 5, made the play.
And with 5 turnovers already on their side of the ledger, you can see Prep trying to tackle the football once they wrap him up. One man standing him up, and the other man coming in and trying to rip it out. But that time, Tucker was able to hold on to it. Again, naked backfield. Little quick pass. And this is complete to number 8, Emery. 5, touchdown, Ryan Emery. That was our first throwing touchdown of the game.
Yeah, now this is just fatigue right here. What you see is Emery comes in, and 3 guys have a shot at him, including number 14, and nobody's able to bring him down, and that's just pure fatigue.
Well, he just bounced off of Bo Strimple.
Alex Orford and Bo Strimple, and that's just pure fatigue. I mean, those kids can make that play all day long.
Hey, all-important extra point coming up here. And we got whistles, we got all kinds of things going on here. Looks like we're going to have offsides. Well, why they stopped the play, but
what do you do now, Dale? Offsides, you move the ball half the distance to the goal. You go for 2 now, or you kick it?
I think you still kick it. It's too early in the ball game.
You still kick it? It's 17-16. You got the momentum. Only 3 minutes into the second half.
I was going to ask you what Joe Paterno would have done, but he would have never thrown for a touchdown to begin with.
Well, you got that one right.
He'd still be grinding it out 1.5 yards at a time.
We went undefeated in 68 and 69. We won 22 games in a row. We threw 3 touchdown passes.
Those are probably mistakes.
Yeah. And I believe me, I was an offensive guard that whole time. I remember every yard of it.
Again, we got offsides. I saw the defender again jumped early.
We actually went through that the 69 season without throwing a touchdown pass in the regular season.
Now let's see what they do. They're going to go for it.
Of course, we had some running backs by the name of Franco Harris and Lionel Mitchell, so maybe it wasn't that bad. Now you're moving a lot closer, half a distance more to the goal line. Now you're inside the 1. You're at the 3-quarter line.
I think you might want to go for it here.
I think so. Why kick it?
Well, you know,
I don't think
it's not going to be a surprise now.
And there you go.
Sergo.
Let's
I'd
see.
look for him to keep it himself, but we'll see what happens. Snaps it, gets it, runs
And
it
he makes
in.
it in.
2-point conversion is good.
Well, you can't get
Well,
more basic than that.
That's a big play. We've
Look
got
at the
8:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, and the Eagles of Hilton Head Christian Academy have taken a lead of 18-17. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home the Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance. Huh. Light green. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I had one here just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
We're back here at Eagle Stadium, 8:59 to go here in the third quarter, and the Eagles have taken an 18-17 lead. Here's the kick. And we got another flag. I'm not sure I've ever seen this many offsides on a kickoff. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and we'll re-kick it.
Mistakes in the kicking game will just kill you. And that 2-point conversion goes down as a mistake in the kicking game because you had 2 offside penalties that led to Christian Academy attempting from the 3/4 yard line the 2-point conversion, which they achieved successfully.
Today's game brought to you by Hilton Head Volkswagen at New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry. The kick will now come from the 35-yard line. L.J. Orge is back to receive this kick.
This is a critical time in the game for Hilton Head Prep. This is where they lost control 2 weeks ago.
So kicks it. And that's the 30, 35. That's Dimitri Lowry with the return out to about the 44-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Hilton Head Prep.
Pretty good field position. You know, one of the things that offensive coordinators usually keep is a change of pace for the second half. They show you something in the first half, but down in the second half, they usually keep one or two things back that they held back. I think they're going to come out and try to run that down the line option again at Walls. If not the first time, maybe the second time. And then they'll try to add some other type of play which they haven't shown before. See if they can establish something.
They got trips to the right in the shotgun. D'Amico back there gets the ball. Hits the line of scrimmage, picks up maybe a yard, and that's about it. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job that time by 57. That's Kyle Weaver, the junior, 6'3", 245 pounds. Makes a great job inside. Christian Academy plays a 3-man down line, so it's like a 5-2. They stand up their defensive ends. Then they have 2 inside linebackers. Some people call it the old Oklahoma defense.
It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball to the 45. Empty backfield. Lehman looking, throwing, downfield. Got him. Man's open, but well overthrown. Coverage on the play by Eric Farr.
Just as I said, they play an Oklahoma defense. They come out in a 4-man line. They come out with a pro defense. Good job by defensive coordinator Vinny Emery. You know, he comes out and he's playing different sets. So now he comes out in a pro defense. 4 down linemen. You can see them there standing in the middle. 3 linebackers.
3rd and 8.
I guess he kept something back in the playbook. There's your 4 down linemen. Man coverage.
Lehman looking, and he throws it away. Nobody there. He was going to be sacked, and he threw it away.
That was Tyshawn Walls.
It'll be 4th down coming up, and they'll punt. You know, the first time they met 2 weeks ago, I mean, Coach Emery came out in the second half and threw out a defense that basically shut them down. They only had 66 yards and 1 score in the second half. So
well, he looks like he's doing it again. This time, Tyshawn Walls, who caused all sorts of havoc for him 2 weeks ago, has done it again.
Lehman, look, he's going to throw it again. And it's knocked away. This time they covered it. Dimitri Lowry was the intended receiver, and this time it goes for naught.
They got 2 men there.
A man down the field.
You don't think they were thinking that they may throw a pass out of punt formation again?
Well, I guess you knew that when your quarterback is there. We're gonna take a timeout as they take a timeout on the field. 8:03 to go in the third quarter. 18-17 in favor of the Eagles. You're listening and watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
With over 30 years of accounting and financial experience, DMP Financial Services provides small businesses and individuals with an array of accounting and financial solutions. From the consulting services of an experienced CFO to monthly bookkeeping and individual tax return preparation, you can expect the professionals at DMP Financial Services to provide you with accurate and timely financial information to grow your company and meet all of your individual needs. Call 422-3203 to see how they can help you.
First and 10 Eagles from their own 40, from the 45-yard line of Hilton Head Prep. And Lehman hands it off. This is number 21. All the way down to the 20-yard line, it's Jabrooke Tucker, the senior.
Well, you get, wow, just a great block that time. Number 5 just comes across. That's Eric Farr from his wide receiver position, runs an inside trap. Almost like a little inside scissors play, and he laid out one of the players from Hilton Head Prep.
And we got a flag, too, and an injured player.
He had a full run.
Is that a crack?
And is that Jeremy Hayden? Or that's somebody got a really, really tough hit there inside with a full run.
We got some fans that are pretty upset, but
yeah, that's Jeremy Hayden. I think he take a tough shot.
It is Hayden, yeah.
He's a tough kid too. To play tonight's game, it was debatable whether he was going to play or not, and a lot of times they were running him as the only down rush lineman, and Hayden comes right up there, and that was an inside trap where they just picked him right off. Wow.
Boy, he was a one-man wrecking crew of late since he's been in there. He's been the only down lineman that's on.
I don't know if they're going to call a penalty on this or not.
Well, they got a flag down right there.
I mean, it could be because of the man in motion coming from outside to inside. Yeah. You're not allowed to hit that crackback. It's like a crackback block. Even though he's an interior lineman, it's a crackback block because you're bringing a player lined up from the outside. It is, too. Personal foul, they called it.
They call it unsportsmanlike, which is interesting. That's, I'm not quite sure why they would call it unsportsmanlike. I guess it's just
a helmet hit.
Maybe
it's a helmet to helmet hit.
But that's going to back it up to their own 45-yard line.
And Hayden comes off the field. He's shaken up. What a tough kid, though. Jeremy Hayden, only a sophomore. And probably next year's starting quarterback.
It's going to be first and 20.
They replaced him with Dylan Powell at nose tackle. Now he's the down lineman.
And Sergo rolling, looking, throwing. Got a man. It's complete to number 24, Josh Mousseau. You know, Josh Mousseau was his father who got injured early in the game on the sideline.
Was that his dad?
Yep.
Yeah, I know he does a lot of things for Hilton Head Christian Academy.
He works on the field a lot. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And he's the one that had a compound fracture. They had to cart him off. Second play of the game, Bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, that last play results in an Eagle first down.
That's a first down, a 20-yard pickup there. First and 10 for the Eagles.
Where Sergo seems to have his confidence back here after a rough first half. But like I thought he'd do, I thought he'd take off and start running the football, and he has.
Now he goes back to the shotgun.
And then he hit a rollout.
Four wide receivers to the right.
Watch him run to the right or throw a quick screen.
No, fakes that and runs into his own man, as well as number 70, Dylan Powell.
Yeah, number 70, Dylan Powell, two-way performer, 6'1", 250 pounds. Plays defensive tackle, makes a great play coming upfield. He's in there with number 62, Robert Clark. Hayden's not on the field right now.
That was a 3-yard loss. It's going to be second down and 13. Again in the shotgun. Sergo this time hands it off, and that's not going to go anywhere. Well, Jabrooke Tucker swarmed under. finally pulled down.
This time 62, Robert Clark makes the play. So you got Clark and Powell playing inside with Jerry Hayden on the sidelines. And Clark's the guy that gets upfield and makes initial contact in the backfield.
Well, that's going to bring up third down and about 18.
Well, this is where Prep let the game get away from them last time. And there was a big third down play, if you remember, 2 weeks ago. Let's see if they can come up with a stop this time.
Well, again, they got 4 receivers out to the right.
And he rolls
that way.
And he runs it.
He's going to keep it. And gets down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, if the 2 losses is just too much yardage that it has to try to make up in one running play. But this time he runs towards that side where the blockers are. Prep has seen it, and this time they defend it much better.
And it looks like they're going to. Okay, well they're going to use their quarterback to punt here too. So who knows?
Well, always element of surprise here.
Here they come.
Oh,
good kick. Ball bounces inside the 12-yard line, where it'll be touchdown at the 11.
Flag on the play. There's going to be holding here. You'll see the inside rush, and by number 56, it looked like Austin Baker who got in there, and he's the guy that they had to reach out. Otherwise, he might have had a clear shot to the punter.
So they're going to have to
bring it back. That's a big penalty. Kicking wins championships, Dale. You just can't afford to have those sort of mistakes in your kicking game.
Well, this has been quite a chess game here in the third quarter. Now the ball's all the way back. Well, they get fourth, and then it'd be tough to even punt for this first down here. It'll be fourth down.
Well, you know he's going to kick it. It'll be a good idea to put a return on. This is in the spot in the field where you usually do.
And we got a flag. And again, the linesman is coming out here. Looks like maybe somebody jumped a little early. I want to mention that I want to thank our WHHI-TV staff, bringing you all the games this season. Of course, the president, John Byrne, we mentioned you saw him at halftime. Tom Jenkins, the operations manager, executive producer of tonight's game. Wayne Morris, the station manager, and tonight's sound technician. And Tony Vergas, sponsorship coordinator for WHHI-TV's Friday Night Football Zone.
Tony's the guy that brings us all this great food from McDonald's every week.
That's right. I've gained 10 pounds since the season started. Just gets a kick away. And it's Dimitri Lowry with a fair catch. And he holds it.
62 got right in there once again. Robert Clark almost came up with a block. I don't know how he didn't block it. He ran right past it. That's a shame. That happens sometimes when you're flying in there going with reckless abandon. Sometimes the ball just goes right past you. But good stop, very good stop. There were some penalties that hurt Christian Academy, one being that unsportsmanlike penalty and a big run by Brooke Tucker.
Right.
It looked like it was an illegal block.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line. Prep has it again for the second time this quarter. And this time on the option, taking it outside and stopped for little gain, maybe a gain of 2. It's number 32, Scott D'Amico.
Ryan Emery. How many plays does Ryan Emery make on each side of the football? Look at him come up from his free safety position here, and it really puts a hit on the ball carrier. Nice job by Ryan Emery. He's a senior.
Second and 8. You can see Walls looks like he's going to put the pressure on from the outside. Here he comes. And makes him duck underneath. Walls still chasing him and running him out of bounds. Gain him maybe a yard on the play. They'll bring him 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Walls comes from his left defensive tackle position. Runs right around the offensive tackle.
No gain on the play, brings up second down.
It's going to be 3rd down.
25-yard line.
3rd and 8.
Well, with all the injuries, I don't have a number of their offensive tackle, number 79. I was told that he's an 8th grader, though, and they're playing an 8th grader in tonight's game.
Looking, Lehman got a man, but he overthrows him. Out of bounds. Good coverage again on the play. And again, it's Ryan Emery on the coverage. Orford was the intended receiver, and we've only called his name once tonight. So.
Yeah, and Lehman gets hit again, gets dumped after he passes the ball, and gets thrown to the turf. You know, that you count when you get those rushes and how many times the quarterback hits the turf. And that certainly counts. That means a lot as the game wears on.
Okay, this time he does kick it away. And Emery lets it bounce. And it's going to roll dead at about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They lead at 18-17 with 4:13 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. They've kind of put on the defensive collar on Prep so far this quarter.
Well, Prep was lucky with the amount of penalties in that last series of play. You know, Christian Academy has stopped themselves with the turnovers and, again, those penalties.
They have indeed. They got 1 down lineman now. They got 2. Everyone else standing up, and so trying to confuse them. And this time, Sergo takes it up the middle at the 50, 45, and finally knocked out of bounds. And we'll see if there's a little extracurricular after the play.
Yeah, they're going to get a penalty on this, too. Missed tackle there, and then he's able to break the tackle and takes a hit out of bounds.
Well look how he changes his hand position. Get the ball on the outside arm.
Yeah, you're going to get
personal foul. And they are going to give him an extra 15 yards for the unsportsmanlike late hit.
This is a huge play. This is a huge play. And you just see, it just kind of takes the winds out of Prep sails. Now they really got their backs up against the wall. Trailing 18-17, made a big error here. Let's see how they manage it. Everybody has to live through adversity.
Ball's at the 29-yard. Check that. I believe it was the 29-yard line. Right. 1st and 10. Again, a whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have stoppage in play.
And this will be 5 yards some way. See who jumped. Some false start against the Eagles. Again, they just kind of keep shooting themselves in the foot here a little bit.
The first 15. They come out in that 4-back set in the spread offense, as we talked about earlier during the broadcast. Is that that's what they're trying to do is get some mismatches. They send 4 backs to the top of the screen. That means that they have to be covered. If they don't cover, they're going to hit whoever's uncovered. And now Sergo goes up under center. No.
Again, they go to 3 wide receivers. Let's see now if Tucker moves out that way. He doesn't. Throw back the other way. Little screen the other way.
Nice block. Kyle Weaver does a great job.
Josh Musso with a reception.
Watch 57 out here. See him at the bottom of the screen. 57. There's your mismatch. He's got a defensive back. He comes in. He's able to push him out of the way. That's your mismatch. That's what you're looking for.
Well, Orridge is now playing in the defensive backfield. So a gain of 10 is still be 2nd and 5. Ball's at the 23-yard line. Need to get to the 18. Sergo rolls. Got a man open. Complete. I don't know how Emery can be so open. Well, of course, they're playing the zone, and he's just playing that soft spot.
Well, he understands the coverage. And once you get into that window, he sits down in there and he's delivered the ball to him. Also, Matt Lehman's not out on the field right now.
Well, it's going to be 1st down, and the ball's going to be at about the 11-yard line. So, once again, the Eagles knocking on the door. They lead it 18-17 with 2:47 and counting here in the third quarter of play. Sergo. Shotgun, keeps it, runs it, inside the 10.
Yeah, this looks like a Tim Tebow play at Florida. They come in and they run a long trap. Number 70 comes in, pushes it back. That's Dylan Powell. He meets the blocker in the hole, and he's able to, by doing so, trip up Luke Sergo as he tries to run in there. This is all, the Florida spread offense right now. Luke Sergo's taking the spot of Tim Tebow.
Well, if he takes about 3 steps forward after the snap and does a jump pass, I'll really be impressed. Again, alone in the backfield, shotgun. Snap, rolling right. Now he's going to keep it inside the 5, close to the goal line. That could be enough for a first down.
Well, as we started the second half, I said they get real basic and they start running Sergo more than passing Sergo, and that's exactly what they're doing here, is they're running Luke Sergo. Why not?
They're going to measure to see if that's got a first down or not. 1:36 to go here in the third quarter of play. This has been a quick third quarter. We've had some long third quarters this year, Chuck.
By running the football, you're keeping the ball in the hands of your best athlete on the field. That's your quarterback, Luke Sergo. So, rather than throw the ball or risk throwing the ball over a lot, why not let him do it? That's your best chance at succeeding. And they got a first and goal here.
He ran it in for first and goal. The ball's at the 1 yard line. And I suspect they'll just pound this in.
Well, let's see what kind of goal line defense the Dolphins can throw up against them here. Usually you end up with a six down lineman. Let's see if they do that and do a little pinch. So everybody fills in the gaps.
Can't tell if that's number 9, if he's back in there or not.
Yeah, Hayden's back in.
Hayden's back in. Unbelievable.
And he runs the quarterback.
Sergo keeps it, and he gets across the goal line.
No, smart play.
Touchdown for the Eagles.
And they show spread, like they're going to run a spread, and then Sergo quickly walks up under the center, takes a direct snap from the center, and runs the quarterback sneak. I mean, that's just really, really good execution of a good game plan.
Now the extra point try coming.
This is an important extra point.
Exactly. So they're up by 7 right now. This would make it 8. Mousseau's kick is up, and it is good. 1:06 to go in the third quarter play. The Eagles have taken a lead of 25-17 over the Dolphins. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone.
WHHI-TV.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home the Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance. Huh. Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I have one here. Just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
We're back here at Eagle Stadium. I want to remind you that tonight's playoff game is brought to you by Hilton Head Volkswagen at New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry. We want to thank the people at Hilton Head Volkswagen for making this possible tonight. There's a kick. Mousseau kicks it to the 20, 25-30, and hit. Gets away. Finally knocked down at the 20 is number 24, L.J. Orange. And Orange takes it up to about the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Prep.
Steve Fuller gives the instructions to Matt Lehman, number 4, trots out onto the field. Lehman wasn't in there for that defensive drive. He had been playing both ways, but as we've seen, he's been knocked around a little bit, and he's not been able to stay in the game and play both ways. Let's see if he can save something for the offensive part of his game right now.
Lehman looking deep, got a man, overthrows him. believe that was Bo Strimple, but they couldn't quite catch up to it. Lehman's just a little bit off. So we have a flag down, personal foul. Roughing the passer is the call. So Lehman got hit again. And that's going to be 15 big yards. So Prep will have an opportunity here. So ball. Keeps it, runs it up the middle, and that gets pulled down.
On the carry.
Number 57,
Kyle
Kyle
Weaver.
Weaver.
Number 57, Kyle Weaver. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the third quarter. With a score of Hilton Head Christian.
That's the end of the third quarter with Hilton Head Christian on top 25-17. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
New real fruit smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit in strawberry, banana, and wild berry. If you haven't experienced the intense and spectacular burst of real fruit yet, it's time to blend in. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
Right now, I'm dominating, but Ed's trying to throw me off my game. I know because I have caller ID on PC with Time Warner Cable. Phone rings, number pops up. Phone company doesn't have it. Also, I get home voicemail to email. It's like living in the future. Hopefully not a future dominated by cyborg wolf spiders. But if it is, call this guy.
Caller ID on PC? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital home phone from Time Warner Cable for only $19.95 per month for 12 months.
We're back. Fourth quarter. Hilton Head Prep. Fourth down. Going for it. It looks like they just gave themselves 5 more yards.
Now we got a flag here at the start of the fourth quarter. And may in fact be someone moved too quickly. Yep, false start. And now it's going to be fourth. Instead of 4th and 7, it's going to be, I'm sorry, it's going to be 4th and 7. So 4th and 7 for the Dolphins. And
oh, they might have to kick it now.
That'll bring up 4th down and 8 yards to go.
They were going to go for it, but now it might be a little too far to go for it, Dale. You know, the Christian Academy, the difference 2 weeks ago and the difference tonight is the defense. They held them scoreless in the third period.
Well, let's see if he kicks it. He does. And they might just want to let this one go. Oh, Emery's got it at the 5. 15, 20. Dragged out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Well, Dale, they lost 8 starters to graduation, Christian Academy defense, and they were replaced them. The players they replaced him with, Tyshawn Walls. He's had tremendous impact on the team. He transferred from Hardyville High School, and he's been a very disruptive force tonight on defense for Christian Academy. Also, Clay Oliver, we've seen the sophomore start, and he's replaced last year's leading tackler, Michael Hull, and he's played an outstanding game tonight. And he's developed into one of the Eagles' most consistent players on that side of the ball.
It'll be 1st and 10, and Sergo keeps it. And as you mentioned, it looks like it could be the Luke Sergo game for this point out.
Hey, if I was head coach, I would have done the same thing. The other thing we should mention, the 2 other players that have had an impact and replacement was J.D. Reichel. We saw earlier in the game that Prep went right after him and tried to run long pass patterns to Patrick Andrews at him, and he's played very well all season long. He's a solid corner cover, and he slowed down Patrick Andrews earlier today. And then lastly, the defensive player that had a lot of impact was Tyler Chisholm, the other sophomore cornerback.
There's Sergo once again. Takes it up over the 35-yard line. That'll be a 1st down, and it keeps the clock moving.
Sergo, this is just like you said. Sergo's going to beat you with his legs now, not his arm. All the turnovers they had in the first half, I'm sure Coach Tommy Lewis said that's enough. We're just going to be giving a big dose of use our size advantage inside and just run Sergo at you.
Now here's the trips out here to the right side.
He's just going to run behind it.
Now he throws it. Ooh, had a man, but underthrew him. Incomplete. Again, Emery. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, you can see how tired Prep is on the field. The jerseys are outside now. They're not tucked in under their shirts. They're just the players are just fatigued. Coming into tonight's game, there were 6 players going both ways for Prep. The Eagles, Christian Academy, only had 3. And their skilled players are the players at their fastest offensive positions, running back, wide receivers, were not going both ways.
Well, they've had they're only 1 score away from tying up this ball game. So, of course, if the Eagles can take it in here and get anything on the board, that makes it a two-score game. And there's another 1st down. And the offense is really starting to assert themselves against a tired defense.
Mentioned the guys who are doing the job up front. That's left tackle Powell, Weaver 57, left guard Cole Malthus, 65. They go both ways. Alice Westmark, the reliable center, number 64, and then John Taylor Stone's right guard, 62, and Nick Worsley, number 50, as the right tackle, are just having their way in the middle right now, doing a great job opening up holes for the running backs.
Now Cyril comes under center this time. Fakes the handoff, looking, throwing. Boy, threw that one in no man's land. And that was a dangerous throw.
Yeah, it was too. I'll tell you what I don't like what I see on Prep right now. They're tired and they're fatigued. But you can see that there's only a couple of players down in stances. And sometimes coaches give the option to the players that are rushing to get down in a 3-point stance or stand up. I want to tell you something. I played that position defensively, and you get a much better rush if you put your hand down on it. Standing up in the middle there just makes you too high. You can't get underneath the shoulder pads of the offensive player. You see the players standing up inside and are going to try to rush? I'd put my hand down and just go, not stand like that.
I guess it's different if you're trying to oh, that's complete. That's number 24. And he's thrown out of bounds, and a flag will come on top of that. Mousseau.
This is fatigue setting in. You start making mental mistakes. mistakes like this. There's no need at the end of the play. You know, the referees are just looking for something like this. You come over, and this is pure frustration. Run the player out of bounds. You should stop now. Instead, you decide to give him a little extra twist, and that's going to get you a flag every time.
So it'll be 15 yards. And on top of it, or actually it'll be half the distance as the ball's is at the 23-yard line. It'll bring it down to about the 11.5-yard line.
Christian Academy is about ready to put this game away here if they get a score, Dale.
Score here will do it. Players are right down here in front of us now, and this ball's at the 11.5-yard line. 1st and 10. Sergo looking. Now he's going to run it. He's got an open field. 5. Hit once. Bounces off. Touchdown, Luke Sergo. Wow. Great run by Luke Sergo. Here it is.
It's a big hit on him, but Sergo is able to fight it off, use that leg strength, and able to fight his way into the end zone. Lowers his shoulder, and in he goes. That's the strength of Luke Sergo's legs.
So going to attempt the extra point. Sergo holds it. It is good. Not perfect, but good. That makes it a 32-17 ball game with 9:19 to go here in the 4th quarter. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
Because I have caller ID on PC with Time Warner Cable. Phone rings, number pops up. Phone company doesn't have it. Also, I get home voicemail to email. It's like living in the future. Hopefully not a future dominated by cyborg wolf spiders. But if it is, call this guy.
Caller ID on PC? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get digital home phone from Time Warner Cable for only $19.95 per month for 12 months.
We are back here at Eagle Stadium. Hilton Head Christian Academy has now jumped on top 32-17. 22 unanswered points here in the second half.
It reminds you of 2 weeks ago.
It does.
And then we had the Cross Island Bowl. Now we got one of these two teams going to the state championship game next week.
That kick goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And I believe they'll have the option here of putting it in play at the 35-yard line. We'll see what they do.
Well, the game's not over yet, obviously. There's 9 minutes left. 9 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. And with a passing team that you have.
Right. You've got it.
You can certainly score. But, just the effect that Tyshawn Walls has had on the throwing game has really hindered Matt Laban in giving him the ability to find receivers downfield.
Yeah, really good defensive coverage.
It has been, too. Let's see if they go. We haven't seen a lot of the bubble screens to Lowry or any of the jailbreak screens that we saw in the first game. In fact, we've only seen one so far.
They got trips out here to the right. To the left, rather. Now a little option to the outside. And not much on that play. Again, number 24, L.J. Orange, the ball carrier, and stopped for virtually no gain. Call it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Matt Lehman runs it down the line option. This time he doesn't get pressure coming from the defensive end. Walls now has shifted. They move Walls to the right defensive end. He was playing left defensive end until now. They're moving him around.
Looking, got a man open. That's caught by number 14. That's Alex Orford. That's only his second catch of the night.
Yeah, nice throw here. This ball gets batted. It looks like it gets tipped a little bit by Walls. Nice catch by number 14. Alex Orford, the senior, uses his 6'2", 170-pound frame, to make a nice reception and hangs on to the ball, taking a couple tough hits at the end of that play.
There's a flag down on the field. Unsportsmanlike. We got a personal foul against the Eagles now.
Oh boy,
that can only be something at the end of the play or some taunting or something like that, which is
somebody's going to get chewed
not
out
a
right
smart
now.
play.
Because Tommy Peoples, you just moved the ball back into your own territory. I want to tell you something.
You're going to be running a lot of laps.
Oh wow!
First down. Ball's at the 40. Looking deep. Got a man. Got it. Inside the 10-yard line is number 3, Dimitri Lowry.
Well, this time they're not trying Patrick Andrews on J.D. Reichel. They're trying Dimitri Lowry, and they run him up the sideline. They figure maybe a little bit more speed. And look at the flash by Matt Lehman. This is something we've seen him do all year long. What a great throw. He's covered there by number 15 and 19. That's Tyler Chisholm and Alex Martin.
Yeah, Alex Martin is at the safety position.
So they must
maybe like a nickel. He must have an extra defensive back.
Well, I think and they move. We're probably keeping Reichel on Andrews everywhere.
Well, a quick score here will certainly make things a little bit more interesting. Scott D'Amico with the ball carrier. D'Amico picks up a couple. He's at the 5-yard line.
Let's see if that inside line, 65 Devin White to center, Dylan Powell left guard, right guard Tommy Peoples. Let's see if they can move that defensive line out of the way so these running backs can get some running lanes inside. Lowry's back in the backfield now.
Okay, this looks like I almost thought he was going to line up as the nope, he's going to go out in a wildcat, but Lehman keeps it. He gets nowhere.
Number 4, Matt Lehman on the carry.
Third down, and keeps the clock running.
Well, number 65 for Christian Academy, Cole Malphus, he's not fooled by this. Stays in there, fights off the center's block, and makes the tackle. Third down, Dale.
3rd and goal. And, of course, obviously 4 down territory.
Let's see if they run the down the line option. I like the down the line option in this situation. No, we're not going to get it.
Okay, Lowry in motion. Looking for him. Can't find him. Now throws it the other way. And that's no gain. Pass is complete, but the stop for no gain.
He feels the pressure.
Boy, just went to his...
Cole Malphus is playing quite a game. 65, just giving him all sorts of trouble inside. And he's the guy that made Lehman pull the ball down.
Big 4th down play coming up here, Chuck.
I guess you could call it the season, couldn't you?
Yep. 6 minutes and counting.
Well,
Scott D'Amico in the backfield with Lehman. Lehman now rolls, looking. He's got D'Amico. He's going to be... They're going to mark it short.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what happens here.
Whoa,
nice call. This is running the fullback into the flat. D'Amico catches the ball over the back shoulder. And he dives over. And wow. I don't know. I would like to see a couple angles on this one. Whoa.
Oh. Hey, we got that. How about that?
Look, his knees don't hit the ground. The official, his elbow hits the ground, and
right
but
there.
The ball's over, I think.
I don't know.
The elbow might be on the ground, but the ball's over.
Boy.
Oh, my.
Well.
Oh, my. How close could you get?
Well, they got to get it out of here now.
Look at this. The elbow's down,
yep.
But the ball could be over.
That doesn't look like it was over.
No, it could be short.
Okay, here's the play. And do we get a safety here? Nope. They're going to say he got out of the end zone.
No gain on the play.
Sergo.
Well, the Prep fans are in the background there encouraging their team on here, as they should. Game's not over yet. You get a big push up inside here now. You never know what will happen.
They're all going to go home and watch that replay here on WHHI because they want to know if that guy was in. Unfortunately, we've got, I think, 12 cameras covering this game, but we didn't have one in that end zone. Again, he keeps it. Again, he moves it forward a little bit. And they keep asking for a safety, but they're not getting it. And we got a timeout now as Hilton Head Prep will take a timeout. We're going to stay right here, though. 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, today's game is brought to you by Hilton Head Volkswagen at New River Auto Mall, the newest VW dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry, and by McDonald's Restaurants of Bluffton and Hilton Head. Cool down with a refreshing smoothie from McDonald's, available in wild berry or strawberry banana, just $2.29 for a small size. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And by Time Warner Cable. Get cable, Roadrunner, high-speed online, and digital home phone all together and save. Time Warner Cable is a proud supporter of live high school football. It's also brought to you by DMP Financial Services and Waste Stream Management.
Your recycling answer on Hilton Head Island.
Well, exactly. We got to start recycling. We've got a big thing coming up next September.
Yeah, the Ecotourism Conference next September.
The Ecotourism Conference next September here at Hilton Head Island, and we better get a recycling plant in place here. Call Waste Stream Management. www.wastestreammanagement.com.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Safety! Oh no! Oh,
Throws it.
I think this could be a safety. This could be a safety.
That's going to be. Now they got the flag in the end zone.
Wow.
And that's grounding in the end zone results in a safety.
What a change of events here. You know, you got to go back. Look, who puts the pressure on inside? I don't know if that was Jeremy Hayden back in the game or.
That's 24.
24.
That's
LJ Orage. Comes right up the middle.
That's a 2-point safety for Prep.
And they're going to get the ball back.
They will get the ball back. The kick will come from the 20-yard line, and they'll get the ball back at 5:04 to go. Now we still got a 2-score game, but it makes it a lot closer.
It's not over to the fat lady sings.
And I'm not singing tonight, Chuck. We'll get Tony to sing, maybe. I don't know. So, it's 32-19.
I was in Philadelphia when Bette Smith used to sing all the national anthem, or God Bless America, after all the Flyers games, or before the Flyers games. That was back in the 70s. Remember that? Broad Street Bullies?
I'm surprised you remember anything about the 70s. I think maybe you read a book.
Kate Smith. No, come on. God Bless America.
Here's
she was
the
the
kick.
fat lady.
This is going to be up to the 50. And we got referees going down. We got all kinds of things happening out there on the sidelines. Holy smokes.
Lowry, finally, they're getting the ball somehow into Dimitri Lowry's hands. He's your playmaker.
And they're over there. They're looking
all
for
the way down at the 35-year
line. A lot of
Christian Academy.
Well, it's not really live, but I'll tell you, it's going to be first down here, and the ball's going to be at the 35-yard line. So, 4:57 to go here. We got time here for all kinds of things to happen, Chuck.
Get the ball to Lowry. Andrews has not proved effective tonight.
Shotgun. Lehman looking. Now he throws it and got to complete to Lowry. And he's knocked out of bounds. Just short of the first down. Let's see where they mark it.
Yeah, great route. Look at Lowry at the top of the screen. Runs the comeback to perfection. Oh, wow. Looks like Ocho Cinco out there. What a job. Great job. Really. Beautiful throw by Matt Lehman. You see him plant his feet and throw? Wow. I mean, and step into the throw. I mean, went off not off his back foot. He stepped into it. That's the
And we got
strength he
a
has.
flag. And I think it's going to be against the sidelines over there at Prep.
Oh, that's a killer.
It's going to give him a warning here to move the sideline back.
He's getting an earful there from the Prep coaches. And that's usually how the officials calm them down.
I don't think anybody moved when they did it.
Good call by the official. I mean, they're riding them all the time. You know, when I played with the Dallas Cowboys, it was great. You know, everybody thought Tom Landry never said or did anything, just stood very stoic on the sidelines. But about 10 yards to the right of him, 10 yards to the left of him, he had an assistant coach or Gil Brandt, the general manager, or somebody just riding the referees, riding the officials the whole time. Oh, man.
2nd and 1.
They got an earful, but not from Tom.
Throws it across the middle. Broken up at the last minute again, intended for Lowry. It'll be 3rd and 1. Again, they've got Alex Martin back there in the defensive backfield. So they've got, they're expecting pass, and they're getting it.
Boy, that was just, I'm sure Lehman would like to have that back. He just had the ball slide out of his hand ever so slightly. Well-timed ball, but he had a little more zip on it. He would have had a touchdown.
3rd and 1. Let's see if Lehman picks up the first down. He's going to hand it off. And that's D'Amico. And he's going to have the first down.
First. Clock stops. That's why we got the ECO today, the electric clock official. State appointed.
And once they move the chains, they'll start it again.
Nice call here on this. You know, they're taking advantage of the speed of Tyson Walls running upfield. And it's exactly what would create the seam for D'Amico to run up and get that first down. Good call. Now they got to get some help on Walls.
Well, there's no question this is a rivalry between these two teams, boy.
Screen, there you go.
There's
nice
a little screen out there.
Nice call.
Got to complete to Alex Orford.
Beautiful call. Yeah, this is not a belly screen. This is just a little roll play out there. They released the offensive tackle downfield to block on the defensive back.
Martin
little slip screen.
That's a first down. The ball's at the 12-yard line. 4:07 and counting.
Great call. Little slip screen, right.
Now they're going to do it the other way.
Other way now.
Bo Strimple, and he's tackled. What a great play there.
58 just didn't get out there fast enough. The same Bo Strimple wasn't able to cut back.
That's Ryan Emery.
Otherwise, he would have picked up the blocker.
Under 4 minutes now. 2nd and 9. Prep has 2 timeouts to work with. Lehman looking. He's got a man. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Just short of the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Uh-oh. Lowry makes the catch, but he gets hurt here on the play. Looks like he might have pulled a groin here. What a catch by Dimitriali. Look at this. Doesn't look like he has a chance of getting it at all. Wow.
Maybe one of those things where he landed on the ball and just knocked the wind out. But
fumble
on the play.
There it is.
Loose.
And it goes over to Christian Academy.
Christian Academy picks up the fumble. Fumble on the snap. They were snapping it under. They came up under center to get the snap, and it's Alex Martin. Ball just sitting out there. Look what I found. Oh, boy.
Little rugby scrum there. And Christian Academy comes up with the recovery.
Well, the turnovers that Christian Academy had in the first half are now being equalized by the turnovers here in the second half, and it's, boy, I tell you, that's just heartbreak city right there.
Get another safety.
Rolling, throwing, and he's got Emery. Ryan Emery with the catch. That'll be a first down.
Now, you wonder why you throw from your own end zone. And this is exactly the reason why you throw from your own end zone, is that the players are overplaying and they're over-aggressive, and that's what you're trying to do, is rather than trying to run the ball up there, is if you throw from your own end zone, typically you'll have your speedier receivers be able to gain some separation. And if you get an accurate passer, you'll get what you just had was a completion. Got you out of your end zone.
Under 3 minutes and counting. Ball's at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They lead it 32-19. Fakes the pass. Now he throws it long. And I'm not quite sure whether or not running up the clock here, Chuck.
Well, you're going against conventional play calling here. I mean, how does Les Miles do it at LSU? The Mad Hatter.
A lot of people are wondering how he's doing it, but he does it every week.
Well, LSU is in the running now for the national championship. It wasn't too long ago. I think only maybe about 8 months ago they lost to Penn State, my alma mater.
Penn State's got Ohio State this week, right?
Yeah, they do too.
Ooh. But they got that number 400 for Papa.
Yep.
I heard he's going to go for another 400. I'm not sure. We got all kinds of movement. Flags. 2:45 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. And we've got a false start against the Eagles. Again, we want to remind you that this playoff game in particular has been brought to you by Hilton Head Volkswagen at New River Auto Mall. This is the newest Volkswagen dealer in the Coastal Empire and Lowcountry.
Well, we got the state championship game next week. Looks like Hilton Head Christian Academy is going to be in it. But 2 weeks after that, we have the Oasis All-Star Shrine game to be played at Charlotte Country Day School. It's North Carolina versus South Carolina private schools. And we have a couple of players out there tonight that are going to be in that game.
A couple of quarterbacks, I would imagine.
Yeah, one of them's right there.
Luke Sergo.
Luke Sergo is going to the All-Star game.
Picks up about 10 on the play.
Yeah. As you mentioned earlier, he had 2,191 passing yards coming into the game. 30 passing TDs, only 2 interceptions, but he had 3 more tonight, so he's up to 5 interceptions. Matt Lehman is going to be in the game also. The prolific passer who's written all the Preps record books. He's going to be playing in the game. A couple other players that we've seen this year. Logan Mock, remember him from Thomas Hayward?
Yeah, a little running back.
Yeah, real little guy.
Little water bug.
5'7", and he played both ways, running back and defensive back. And then the other player out on the field tonight that's caused a lot of hectic is Tysone Walls, the leading tackler for Christian Academy, and he's had 11 sacks. He's added a few more tonight. And they'll be playing in the Oasis All-Star Shrine Classic on November 26th in Charlotte, North Carolina private schools versus South Carolina private schools.
Well, that'll be a good ball game. 2:30 to go here, and Prep has used their second timeout of this half. They've got 1 remaining, and right now they trail 32-19.
You know, there was still a couple other players who are not from the area, but that we did see play this year. I don't know if you remember Jarrell Richards from Bible Baptist. He's made the team along with Derek Robinson from Palmetto Christian.
There's Sergo going to throw it again, incomplete, and they're doing him a favor by throwing the ball here and not completing them. So 2:24. I mean, that took 6 seconds and 4th down now.
You know, is it 4th or 3rd?
4th.
Oh. Well, you know, the philosophy is either you got to run for 10 yards or you got to complete 1 of 3 passes for 10 yards. So, you know, take your pick.
Well, it was 3rd and 5. I mean, and he's been running the ball very well. I'm just kind of amazed that they would continue to put the ball up in the air at this point. Here's the kick. Gets it away. You know, one big run back, and then now you got a whole different ball game. And here's the guy that can do it, too. And he's not going to do it this time, but Dimitri Lowry takes it back.
Yeah,
close to the 50.
tired here now. Watch this run. He's a great runner, but this is a tired run. Watch how he hops at the end of this. You don't hop when you're fresh. You run. He's able to break a tackle here, but now you just got to turn the jets on and run through everybody. The flying in the air act isn't going to get you anywhere other than tackles.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Hilton Head Prep. Ball to the 45-yard line of Hilton Head Christian Academy. They need a big play here.
Get it to Dimitri.
2-13. Again, they throw it across, and it's incomplete. Intended for Alex Orford, and he couldn't hold on. He's kind of tired, too.
No, he's played free safety on defense, too. I thought maybe the cool air night, and it certainly is cool here tonight, would help the Dolphins. You know, it's they certainly were still in the game.
2nd and 10.
Something they weren't 2 weeks ago.
Coming up on 2 minutes. Again in the shotgun. Lehman looking. Now he's scrambling. Now he throws it. Got a man. That's complete to Orford. That's inside the 20-yard line.
Ain't over yet. What a play by Matt Lehman. Look at this. Tyson Walls comes up on him. Lehman flows the balls out. He's has enough awareness to find Orford downfield. Somehow Orford gets open and makes just a phenomenal throw.
Well, that's a mistake by the defensive back by coming up on the scramble. And
outside scramblers are throwers.
There's in the end zone.
Touchdown.
And we've got a touchdown.
Unbelievable. And they got it to Lowry. Lowry uses his speed this time. Goes up. One thing about Lowry, he catches the ball at his highest point, as he does right there. He uses his leaping ability. All of a sudden, 5'11" turns into 6'4". Lowry makes a great job. What a phenomenal catch and throw. I mean, a throw by Lehman. It couldn't be any better.
We're gonna have a heck of a finish here, Chuck. 32-25, extra point coming.
Dolphins.
Good snap, ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. 1:55 to go in the ball game. The Dolphins lead it 32-26 in the state semi-playoffs here at Hilton Head Christian Academy. This is quite a ball game. But we're going to take a break here. We already did.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled careful maintenance. Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I had one here just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign the driver's back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
Are we covering an onside kick?
I think a good thing is everyone calls fair catch. We're back here at Hilton Head Christian Academy. We're expecting an onside kick with 1:55 to go. The prep is down by 6. Let's see what happens. Here we go.
There it is. There's
a little
the bounce.
kick. And it's covered well. And see now the kicking team cannot touch the ball until it travels 10 yards.
Beautifully placed.
But the receiving team can come up and get the ball.
Yes, they can. And
that's what they did.
What a nice catch. Now you got the
Fitzhugh with the. And do you think they're going to run it now, Chuck? Or do you think we'll put it up in the air? Ball's at the 49-yard line. 1:53, one timeout to go. They just need one first down here.
Well, Sergo's back in the spread. I'm sure he's going to run it.
Put the ball away. Gets it across the 45. They're trying to tackle the ball. They rip the ball out.
Got it out.
And they're going to say it's a fumble.
And they got it. Goes over to Prep.
Unbelievable.
Sergo just puts his head down and just runs ahead. Breaks 3 or 4 tackles. Look, 1, 2, 3.
That's where you got to go down, son.
4. And then they rip it out. Somebody gets there and rips it out.
Now he's down right there, but let's see when the ball comes out.
And it goes over to Prep. Oh, we got ourselves a finish here, folks.
Oh, baby.
Minute 43 left in the game.
The ball's at the 37-yard line.
Oh, boy. Wow.
And boy, momentum is now wearing a white jersey. Snap. Lehman looking. Got a man across the middle. Takes it to the outside and stopped right there. That's Bo Strimple, and he's short of the first down. Picks up about 9 on the play, 132 and counting, 143.
He tries to get out of bounds. He makes the catch inside, then reverses and tries to get outside.
Gain of 9 yards.
Good effort.
Here we go. Lehman looks, rushed. Still being rushed, throws it out of bounds. And they got a flag. Oh, boy.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a little personal foul. Let's see what happens.
I don't know who pushed who. Let's see which way it goes.
Well, that's where you got to keep.
You got to keep your cool.
You got to keep your poise. I mean, what happens is the offensive player hits the defensive player in the face if the ball goes through, and the defensive player retaliates. And you know, you just got to keep your poise.
Personal foul against the Eagles.
That's
This is huge.
Obviously a major mistake. Keep your poise.
Wow. Where are they going with this ball? And now we have a timeout. The Eagles call a timeout. We're going to stay right here.
I hope we stay right here.
Holy smokes.
What a finish.
1:11 to go in the ball game. 32-26, 6-point ball game. And the Eagles are crumbling right before our eyes here, Chuck. They're just self-destructing with these penalties.
Well, you know, you get caught up in the heat of the moment, and when that happens, you just have to be able to shrug it off, you know.
Well, this is where they got to pull it together here, and now it's that senior leadership now.
There's always, you know, there's always good times and bad times in any football game. It's how you manage it. And then you get a bad call against you, and or something bad can happen. What's happening to Christian Academy right now? How do you manage that situation? Keep your poise. You know, keep it down. Don't let your enthusiasm get above your skill level. Farm your own turf. Go all out. Don't let your enthusiasm get above your skill level.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. A little pass out to the side, and that's complete. And knocked out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds number 14. That's Alex Orford.
There's that slip screen again. This time he runs a little belly route out there, and he gets the ball on the outside. Great call. It's the type of play where you get the ball to the outside and you're almost assured of getting out of bounds because you put your receiver so close to the sideline. Fantastic call by Steve Fuller, offense coordinator for Hilton Head Prep.
That's the first down. 1:02 to go.
Great call.
Ball to the 27-yard line.
Watch Walls, number 7.
Lehman looking, throwing deep. Get a man. It's intercepted. Number 19, Alex Martin, once again. Holy smokes. Well, he didn't let him get behind him that time.
The only bad ball Lehman's thrown all night is this one right here. Double coverage. They got it on Lowry. He puts it out there for Lowry to run underneath. Overthrows him a little bit. But the only player that has a chance on the ball is number 19, and that's Alex Martin, and he makes a sure-handed grab. Great job by the junior. I'm sure he'll remember that for a long time because that just put his team in the state championship finals.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm exhausted.
Wow, is right.
Well, they came up with the big play at the big time, that's for sure.
Only one timeout left for Prep.
I think we're going to have the victory formation here. Just a kneel down. Clock is running. They're going to call a timeout? I don't think so.
What an effort by Prep. I mean, you just got to give so much credit.
Wow.
To Hilton Head Prep Dolphins. I mean, they've just played an outstanding game tonight. Just outstanding.
Down, they kneel it down again. And that's going to do it, I believe, as the clock will wind down. Boy, two great teams here tonight, and what a great ball game.
But, you know, we've had some runaways this year. By far, this has been our best game, most exciting game. And, you know, you really have to give credit to both teams. They a lot of credit. Coaches did a great job getting their players ready, and they did a great job.
And that's the end of the ball game. The final score: Hilton Head Christian Academy 32, Hilton Head Prep 26. You're watching the Friday Night Football Zone
on WHHI-TV.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during sign-in drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great. Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance.
Huh.
Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I had one here just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign and Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
New real fruit smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit in strawberry, banana, and wildberry. If you haven't experienced the intense and spectacular burst of real fruit yet, it's time to blend in. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
I love progress. That's why I have Roadrunner high-speed online from Time Warner Cable. It's way faster than phone company high-speed DSL. You know those guys still use 100-year-old copper wire technology for their DSL internet? They must hate progress. I mean, who hates progress? Not this guy.
Internet that's way faster than DSL? The phone company doesn't have it. Time Warner Cable does. Get Roadrunner high-speed online for only $34.95 per month for 12 months.
WHHI-TV presents the area's top newsmakers from the Island Packet and Beaufort Gazette on television. The Lowcountry Report brings you up-to-date news from around the Lowcountry. Tune in each evening at 8 p.m. and mornings at 8 a.m. for the Lowcountry Report, only on WHHI-TV.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Zone, and what a game we had here tonight at Hilton Head Christian Academy, the state semi-playoffs. And Chuck, this has been the best one all year.
Well, it has too. We had a couple of runaways early in the year, but it certainly paid off. The last game of the year, Hilton Head Christian Academy versus Prep, the second time around, and what a great finish we had. Both teams came into the game well prepared. We saw some outstanding individual play on both sides. Both quarterbacks really played well, and I just can't say enough. It was a very entertaining game, and both teams have a lot to be proud for.
They do. And, of course, you feel bad for the seniors on Prep because this is their final game. But Hilton Head Christian Academy will now go on to the state championship game.
Next week in Columbia.
So that'll be a great game for them. And this game, I'll tell you, it was 17-10 in favor of Prep at halftime. And, again, the second half, Christian Academy came out, put some points on the board, but they also played great defense.
But they did too, and you know, Prep got a couple of breaks there late in the game. They got the safety after failing to score the touchdown on a 4th and 1, and then they came back and got a turnover when it looked like the game was going to be sold away. They were able to rip the ball away from Luke Sergo. So, you know, very fortunate that Christian Academy was able to hang in there, and you give a lot of credit to the Dolphins for not quitting.
Well, we ended the season on a great note, and it's been a pleasure working with you, Chuck. I look forward to next season as well.
Well, Dale, I've certainly enjoyed working with you, and I want to thank our president, John Byrne, for giving us an opportunity to bring you to these games to our loyal fans out there. Also, Tom Jenkins, our operations manager, has done a great job for all of these games, setting it up for us here. Wayne Morris, the station manager, has worked with us all year long. And then Tony Virgo, sponsorship coordinator. He's the fellow that brings us all the good food from our sponsors, McDonald's, every game.
And the hot chocolate the last 2 games. That was big. That was
big,
it's been
Tony. Cold. It was cold tonight, too.
It was. It was cold.
It's been great working with everyone and great working with you, too, Dale. And look forward to doing it again next year.
All right. It'll be our 4th season coming up next year. You've been watching the Friday Night Football Zone. Dale Flanagan and Chuck Zapak. And we're glad to have you with us.
On WHHI-TV.